What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody, my peopleizations? What's goody, my peopleizations? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We in the building. TGIF, TGIF, my peopleizations. TGIF. What's going on, my peopleization? So y'all seen it, right? JERMELL CHARLO, he stated that Floyd Mayweather going to come back and seriously take the sport back seriously. He would knock him out. Boom, boom, right? And we know that Earl the True Spence Jr., he is getting impatient with his fight not being announced with Yordenis Ugas. He's ready to put another belt in the collection. He wants that third belt. He's ready to put another belt in the China cabinet, right? He's ready to put another belt on the shelf. He's ready to add that black and gold belt. Okay, he already got the red and gold. He already got the green and gold. Now he wanted to add that black and gold. And then soon enough, he want to add the brown and gold, right? So the truth is ready. He's ready to put it all on display. JERMELL CHARLO said he would knock out Floyd Mayweather, right? Let's talk about it today, my peopleization. Smash that like button as you come in. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. DP Rocker, King Fur, Jelani Everin, Terry Smoot Jr., Big Lake Shaw, Ketty Peace 504, Anthony Maynard, Chase the Coin, James Diamond, Seymour Jr., Phil J 508, Mamba Mentality for Life, Jay Walker, DP Rocker, E Money 725, Daniel Smith, Jay Walk. Who else we got? We got All Might, LJ, NTJ, and 909, Brooklyn, Polo God 75, my brother, Polo Grounds in the building. Jamar Tate, Boxing Good, Cameron Robbins, what's going on? Philly Miz 215, 97, what's going on? D Sham, I used to be a bus driver, man. I used to be a bus driver. Listen, Viva Tu Vida, live your life. What's going on with you? Pull Counter Boxing. My brother Bitch, B Megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, friends with little kids, little cousins, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. Big Nick 32, John Green, Tim Allen, Brooklyn. What's going on, my guy? Coach D, Abdul Anwar. Who else we got? Just Joe King. What's going on? Shala 777. What's going on? Quentin Gilliam, JJ Swag, Big Zoe. What's going on with you? He said, "Did you used to be a bus driver?" Oh, yeah, you saw me in the bus. I used to drive the bus. I used to do my videos in a bus. Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? Tim Allen, what's going on? See, here's the difference between me and everybody else. Brown Squad Inc., what's going on? I'm going to feed my family. Believe that. And guess what? And why you ask me if I was a bus driver? Where you get that from? Anyway, but I did. Tiger A, what's going on? Real talk, what's going on? Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? Yeah, I did, but where you get that from? What's the point in asking me that? What's the point in asking me that? Yeah, he is very big, man. I think Spence makes it look easy versus Ugas. I do too. Karen Robbins said no notification. Not surprised. Just smash the like button. That's me. What's going on? Stephen Young, what's going on? So, yeah, the brother said, yeah, Chris Rob Media TV, what's going on? Yeah, I used to do. Listen, that is something. Listen, that's because I have my CDL. I have every endorsement possible. Nehemiah Glover, what's going on? I have every endorsement possible. And guess what? Me driving the school bus was my third job. And Gigaba, Benjamin Harrington, Antoine Reed, what's going on? See, that's the difference between me and everybody else. That was my third job. See how that works? Dakota Harmon, what's going on? Jay Huey Casey, what's going on? Daniel James, what's going on? See, that was Jim Popper, what's going on? That was my third job. I worked in the operating room overnight and doing trauma calls, operating room overnight. I drove. Y'all used to see me. Y'all used to see me. I worked in the operating room overnight. Ken Broadwater, Quentin Gilliam, what's going on? I worked in the operating room overnight, in the operating room, did the traumas overnight from 10 p.m. to 6:45 a.m. operating room overnight. Then I drove the bus from I would leave around 6:15. Then I drove the Bella. Oh, what's going on? Peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Then I drove the school bus. Y'all used to see me on the school bus. Then I drove the school bus in the morning, right? From let me see. I drove 6:45. My route started. So I used to leave the hospital at 6:15, went straight to the school bus, drove the school bus from 6:45. My first shift was 6:45 in the morning. My first pickup was about 7:10. I finished that shift at about 10:30 a.m. Would go take a nap, sleep in between from like 12, from like 11 to like, 1:15. I would take that nap. Then I would get up. I would get up from there. I would get up from there. I would go to my afternoon route, which started at, I had to be back there at 2:05. Be at the school to pick the kids back up. High school kids, all high school kids, pick the kids back up. They got on the bus at like 2:20. Dropped them all off. Went back home. Got back home around 4 o'clock ish. Took a nap from 4 o'clock to 5. Then I drove the ambulance. From 5, about 5, I want to say 5:30. I drove the ambulance from 5:30 to 9 o'clock. Come back home, repeat cycle. And y'all know this for a fact, because all you gotta do is go back and look at my videos. Deshaun Jones, what's going on? Or Bobo, what's going on? All you gotta do is go back and look at my videos. DT, what's going on? And guess what? Wizard, what's going on? Dark Energy, Albert Doherty, 2K Mars, what's going on? And y'all can look at my videos, because guess what? In between doing all of that, what did I do? Drop y'all content. So essentially, I had 4 jobs. TR, what's going on? So essentially, Hebrew Israelite, what's going on? So essentially, I had 4 jobs. I used to do my live stream on the school bus, and I did when I was leaving, and then I did my live stream on the ambulance 2 times a day. Jamil Calhoun, Jersey out all day. Kerry Howard, what's going on? Never slipped on my content. Still was giving y'all the content and working on 3 jobs. Bow, 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 bow. So yeah, the grind don't stop with me. DT Taylor, my brother, what's going on? Chappelle Show 56, Grind Hard Sports Nation, Chris Stokes, what's going on? There you have it. There you have it. My grind never stopped. Clifton Lott, my brother, Mr. Sheldon, what's going on? TR, what's going on? So now all you got to do is go back and look at my content, and you see me on the ambulance and you see me in the morning in the bus, and then you see me on the ambulance in the evening. And obviously from the hospital, I could not send y'all no. Clayton Smith, Big Texas, Clayton Smith, what's going on? Nope. Anna Israel, Dion Gale, Demetrius Bright, what's going on? Quay Scott, what's going on? DeJuan Roberts, what's going on? Listen, from the moment I had my kid, listen, I've always been on the grind, but from the moment I had my kids, Quan 4-3, what's going on? Mundas from Chicago, what's going on? Calvin Johnson, what's going on? Hey, my wife still be like, hey, you gonna go to sleep? Nope. All hard. Moses King, what's going on? Obviously, I know, it's not healthy, but listen, I get it. That's how I do. Jay Vinci, what's going on? Will Taggart, what's going on? Mr. Cool Guy, Will Lattimore, what's going on? Never drove the train. Charlie Walton, what's going on? I got my CDL license. I got every endorsement you could think of. Dwayne Yosef, what's going on? Every endorsement you could think of. Triples, doubles, hazmat, everything. Everything. Lee Mansour, what's going on? David Palacio, what's going on? Chris Garcia, what's going on? So you see, Roy H, what's going on? When they say, hey, man, you used to drive the school bus, man. You know how much money I made driving the school bus? Aaron Stinson, my brother in the super chat, I remember all that. And when Dante was around too. That's a fact. And I used to do Dante's show every Sunday. Every Sunday. Come on, man. Driving the school bus, I was making $700 a week. See, that's the problem, right? People would be like, man, this dude used to drive the school bus. Yeah, but they don't mention that I worked in the operating room. I have my nursing degree. I have every endorsement that you could think of for your CDL. I drove the CDL. I also can drive an ambulette, right? I drove ambulettes as well. Dion Gale, what's going on? Travis Hart, what's going on? K1 Music, what's going on? Sean Spiro, what's going on? Johnny Brooks, Jonathan Brooks, Johnny Q, what's going on? Godhead Lux, what's going on? Drive the school bus. I did it all, man. Dago 619, Cali Factor, my brother in the super chat. Salute, brother Blue. JERMELL probably would KO Floyd right now. Oh, for sure. It's strong possibility. Oh, I have to explain because it's motivation for some people. Jay Walk, Ruben Langford, Reginald Chase, Tony Roman, Carlos Guerrero, what's going on? Rico Breland, what's going on? Shalai 777, he said 700 a week, easy. Yep, easy, man. I made 700 a week just doing that. Jordan Logan, what's going on? That ain't including what my other jobs. They go 619 Cali Factor. What's going on, great brother? He said JERMELL probably would KO Floyd right now. I don't know about that, man. Floyd Mayweather is very smart. Floyd Mayweather has a high ring IQ. He won't allow himself to be in a position to get knocked out. And Jermell Charlo, his approach to the sport, is completely different. St. Louis Mick, sleep with one eye open. LK Rob, what's going on? Magnum 357, what's going on? Vibes Cartel, what's going on? My brother, the General, in the building in the super chat. He said, Blue, what it do? Hashtag LDBC. Yep. Salute to the General. Yep. My brother Bish, he said, and he was still involved with semi-pro football. Yep. I trained my kids. I still was playing. AG, what's going on? Chris Stokes, Sylvester Strauman in 2011. Vex, what's going on? iBoom Inc., what's going on? That's just what I am. That's who I am. I am Malcolm, the Maun Ouija. What's going on? Right? Jeffrey Lopez, Jafari Caesar, AG, what's going on? Vigilant, what's going on? Vigilant, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? Is that, I it's not that, I'm explaining myself. It's that I want to, maybe somebody is motivation for somebody. Maybe somebody is feeling like, man, Jordan Logan, what's going on? AG, what's going on? I can't do this today. You can. Wendell Augusti, Cassio Cardoso, Jordan Logan, what's going on? Every day you wake up, you got an opportunity. So make the best of it. That's just who I am. AJ Lewis, what's going on? Make the best of it. Every time you open your eyes, you got an opportunity, make the best of it. So instead of people saying, hey, bro, because, probably somebody, oh, this guy used to drive a school bus and this, but they work at McDonald's or something. Big old boxing. What's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So listen, man, I went to school for nursing, got that. Ziggy Dunn, what's going on? Went to school for nursing, I did that. Stephen Truitt, what's going on? Went to school and got my CDL. I went to school to get my CDL license. Went to school, got my CDL license. St. Louis Mix, Clydes, African Soul, American Born Body, what's going on? Calvin Johnson, what's going on? Calvin Johnson said, I got my CDL because of you, Blue. See? Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you. You know what I mean? See, there's some things that this is what I teach my kids. If you have a CDL license and you have a nursing license, you'll never need a job. There's always going to be a demand for nursing, and there's always going to be a demand for drivers. NBA D Nice, peace be free. What's going on? There'll always be a demand for nursing, and there'll always be a demand for truck drivers. Chris Trucker, my brother, what's going on? Y'all y'all Potter show. What's going on? So you know what I mean. So that's why yeah, Mamadou Mustafa Bay, what's going on? So and salute to my brother Travis Harp in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Mo City, Texas One, what's going on? And on top of it, I still brought y'all content. Y'all saw me bring you the content in the ambulette, in the school bus, in the house, wherever. You saw me continue to bring you this content. The real T Shells, Marvelous Jarvis, what's going on? Mo City, Texas One, Champ Workout, what's going on? Every day, every day, every day. If I'm able to move around, it's the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. Cedric Trailer, what's going on? The grind don't stop. So let's get into this. Desmond Johnson, what's going on, great brother? We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Let's work. Jay's been gaming, my brother. Sean Sparrow, what's going on? The real T Shells, what's going on with you? Yep. You know, so the grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. So anyway, smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up. You know, so there you have it, man. So people ask me, Dwayne Jones, what's going on? Now, obviously, so you must have, because see, he didn't respond back. He thought Prince Busy, what's going on? See, he didn't respond back because I guess Todd Dressler, what's going on? Don Ron, what's going on? Alice York, my brother, what's going on? Mar, what's going on? Smash the like button. Mr. Money Team, what's going on? December Winter, what's going on? See, he thought that, oh, I was going to be like, no, I ain't never did that. So he could be like, oh, yeah, he was in the school bus. See, so somebody's have too much time on their hands talking about me driving the school bus. You need to ask these people what they do in their spare time. You see how that works? Ask them what are they doing in their spare time. Instead of entertaining that, ask them what they're doing in their spare time that they have so much time to know that I was driving the school bus while I was working 3 jobs. What was they doing? Kenneth Johnson, what's going on? While I'm out grinding, what are they doing? Because see, here's the difference. I own my house. Me and my wife, with my family, we got multiple cars outside. I got my toys. You see? But they're doing it in their mom's basement. There's the difference. See how that works? Shaq Nicole Smith, iBomb Inc. What's going on? Big Lake Show, my brother in the super chat. He said, I used to struggle with insomnia and I'd see you posted at 5 a.m. Hashtag grind don't stop. Hashtag appreciation. Salute to my brother, Big Lake Show. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, man, it's nothing wrong with it. Javier Sosa's, what's going on? Alex York, it's money. Like any form of money, why would anybody say, oh man, this guy did this for money? Huh? Corey Morsefield. My brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Reggie, drop that link. Corey Morsefield, what's going on? He said, what's your Cash App, Blue Blood? My Cash App is Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You'll see 2. You're going to see one with Blue Blood Sports TV with a 7. That's not it. Keyshawn Johnson, what's going on? Quentin Gilliam, Greg Clark, what's going on? You'll see one main TV, my brother, what's going on? Underground Asylum, what's going on? You'll see one that said Blue Blood Sports TV with the number 7. That's not it. Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, just by itself. That's it. Mr. JDR, Rax, what's going on? I'm good. So that's the difference between me and everybody else. D Sham, what's going on? KP from KC5, what's going on? See, you'll have people over there and they'll be listening to these people and it's entertainment, but they don't realize the most precious thing you have is time. So you're wasting your time listening to somebody and what are they doing? Capital Khan, what's going on? Richie Demby, what's going on? What are they doing? C. Gore, my brother, what's going on? Sai Gore, Mental Wisdom, what's going on? So anyway, let's get into this. Jason Briggs, what's going on? Let's get into this. So With that said, Jermell Charlo, he's very big, right? But see, the difference is Boxing MMA 365, MPWT, what's going on, great brother? See, the difference is that Floyd Mayweather is very smart. Joe Davis 2310, Brian Corby, what's going on? He's very, very smart, right? He has a high ring IQ. This is no knock. Jermell Charlo's style, he won't let Jermell Charlo knock him out. Trice, Jamel Allen, what's going on? He won't put himself in position to let Jermell Charlo knock him out. Actually, Jermell Charlo's style is suitable for Floyd Mayweather because it won't be high, it won't be fast paced. It won't be a high paced fight. Lloyd Lawrence, UK, what's going on to UK? You understand? It won't be a fast paced fight. It'll be a slow paced fight. Madison Griffin, what's going on? So, with that said, that suits Floyd Mayweather in any point in his career, right? What would bother Floyd Mayweather, especially right now, is a fast-paced fight because Father Time, is undefeated. You understand? Father Time's undefeated. Floyd Mayweather's over 40 years old. He's on the wrong side of 40. Meta World Peace. What's going on, great brother? How you feeling today? Father Time is undefeated, right? Tax Tag, what's going on? And so with that said, you have to have a fast-paced fight to force Floyd Mayweather to fatigue. GG over. What's going on? You understand? If you don't have a fast-paced fight that is going to make him exude energy, and he could essentially control the pace. Harry Jones Jr., Justin R. What's going on? Right away. So what's going on? You understand? You have to Alexander Wright. What's going on? You have to have a awkward style or a fast-paced fight to be able to make Floyd Mayweather uncomfortable. Mansa HK, what's going on? If you, he was just Charlo Quintana, what's going on? He was just asked this in the moment. This is not the first time he said it. Salute the tune. This is not the first time he said it. Obviously he believes in his skills as he should. Listen, let me say this. KR bro. Jermell Charlo is not saying anything wrong. Let me say this again. Artwork, what's going on? Pablo Sanchion, what's going on? Jermell Charlo is not saying anything wrong. This is what he's supposed to say. He ain't get in this sport. I don't want Jermell Charlo to say anything there other than Jim McMillan, what's going on? Jimmy Chin, what's going on? I don't want Floyd Mayweather saying nothing other than I don't want Jermell Charlo saying nothing other than Anthony Little, what's going on? Joe Jack, what's going on? I will knock out Floyd Mayweather. So he was saying, he was asked about a possible fight with Floyd Mayweather. That's all this is. That's all it was, right? And obviously he's high on his skill set, and he believes he'll beat Floyd Mayweather, as he should. You understand? Jermell Charlo mindset is what you want from a boxer. That's what you want from a boxer. You want the mindset of Jermell Charlo. That's what you want. Because he going in there and giving you nothing under his best. Jay Miles, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, I think that will look a lot like the Canelo fight. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Jay Miles. That perfect example. Because the pace of the fight. Jermell Charlo, he's not going to switch his style. He's a pure boxer, right? That can punch. So his style is essentially, it's a slow paced fight. You understand? He breaks you down. It's a slow paced fight. You see how he did Jason Rosario? That's why I'm hard pressed to see Jermell Charlo lose. Because he's very aware when he's in the ring. That's why I'm hard pressed to see him lose. Even if he went to 160, I'm hard pressed to see him lose. You know why? Because he controls the pace of the fight. He's never going to get flustered. He's never going to get outside of himself. He's never going to do anything, out the norm for him, right? And on top of it, the best part about it is he doesn't have to. Why don't he have to, Blue? Because of his skill set. He can box you, pure boxing from the outside. Or he can mix it up, and if he needs to fight on the inside in the phone booth, he can do that as well. So there, Jermell Charlo doesn't have to go out the norm. He doesn't have to go outside of himself to be able to, for instance, he could let the fight come to him. You understand? He could fight within the flow of the flow of the competition. You understand? he can adapt to the flow of the competition. That's the difference between Jermell Charlo. So even if he went to 160, I don't see people at 160 beating him. I don't think Demetrius Andrade could beat Jermell Charlo. Saeed Gore, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Right? So Demetrius Andrade. So let me tell y'all, DB100, Sheena, peace of blessing, Queen. How you doing today? My brother's keeper. What's going on? I never thought. I didn't think when they made the fight between Demetrius Andrade and Jermell Charlo, I didn't think Demetrius Andrade was going to beat Jermell Charlo because of the pace of the fight he could fight in. You understand? Dion Williams, what's going on? You cannot make any mistakes with Jermell Charlo. None. Zero. He don't make mistakes. He might be the most sound boxer in the sport of boxing. And I know y'all gonna be like, huh? No, Blue. Jermell Charlo is the most sound boxer in all of boxing. Jermell Charlo will make a mistake every now and then, right? Jermell Charlo does not make those mistakes. Ty Hyafeed, what's going on? Leon Sterling, what's going on? Charlie J, what's going on? Fly High 89, what's going on? Capital Con, what's going on? King Vonnie 86 said we got 290 likes. We got 620 people and 290 likes. That's half. That's half. So they've got half the people just sitting there watching and not contributing. Smash the like button. Sean Dub, what's going on? He said no, Jermell Charlo punches too wide. No, he may punch wide when he see an opening. Here's the difference. It's not a mistake. Let me correct you. It's not a mistake when he punches wide. What happens is Macadocious Mac of the South. What's going on? James Adams. What's going on? Joseph Nichols. What's going on? What happens is, in no cases, he may not be the most athletic guy in the ring. So it appears he's punching too wide. Why? Because his opponent may make a subtle move or something, right, and get out the way or something of that nature. Pun intended. BL, what's going on? Do I think Jermell is more sound than Errol Spence? Yes. 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 Yeah. James Adams, what's going on? He is. And what I mean by this is this, right? With Tony Harrison, his movement, Tony Harrison is more fluid than Jermell Charlo. Tony Harrison is he's more fluent than Jermell Charlo, right? Yeah, he's more. Robert Benavidez, what's going on? Tony Harrison is more fluid with his boxing, his movements than Jermell Charlo. Okay. So he may, do stuff. He could move better. He could, he's quicker on his feet. This is what I'm trying to say. Jermell Charlo could be flat-footed at times. Okay. He could be flat-footed. And so that could allow his opponents to put him in positions where, because he's so technically sound, that it may come across as if he made a mistake. No, they just may be slightly quicker with their feet, their movement. You understand? And he's doing what's supposed to be there. Burgess Meredith, what's going on? If he throws a 1, 2, 3, because the 3 is supposed to be there when he throw it. He didn't throw it for no reason. Jermell Charlo is very, very precise. He doesn't throw punches for no reason. Now, you can see in the second fight with Tony Harrison, he came out and he swung. Remember, he swung that big punch right out the gate, right? Best Pugilist, what's going on? Remember, right out the gate, because that was emotion. Edward Plank, what's going on? Deborah Miller, what's going on? Three rats, what's going on? What's going on, Ray brother? He came out emotionally against Tony Harrison the second fight, and he just swung. He just, he was swinging. Jesus Castro, what's going on? He was swinging, right? Like, he just wanted to knock out Tony Harrison, right? B-Man 910, what's going on? He just wanted to, that was just being a man. That wasn't being a boxer. Jay Dixon, what's going on? That was just him. They was going back and forth. They was drawing back and forth to build up. And that was just him being a man, right? And he just, but watch when he settled in. When he settles in, it's a thing of beauty. E-Money 725, he said he didn't look good against Harrison. You know why? Because we don't give Tony Harrison enough credit for who Tony Harrison is. I'm going to say it again. You know why he didn't look good against Tony Harrison? Because Tony Harrison is probably the best pure boxer at junior middleweight. Santi Sanchez, tip top, what's going on? Ant 314, what's going on? So what happens is we don't give Tony Harrison enough credit because we saw Tony Harrison stopped by Hurd. We saw Tony Harrison lose before. So Jabril Bay, what's going on? Anthony Shelton, what's going on? So we saw Tony Harrison lose before. So then we didn't give him Tony Harrison no credit going into the Jermell Charlo fight because we already perceived Jermell Charlo as the best fighter in the division. If Hurd and all these other guys could have knocked out Tony Harrison and beat Tony Harrison, then for sure Jermell Charlo can. So when Tony Harrison had a success against Jermell Charlo, it was more so on the part of Jermell Charlo than it was giving Tony Harrison credit. If you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't give Tony Harrison enough credit for being, I said, Tony Rivers, what's going on? That he's the best pure boxer at junior middleweight. Davidson Henrique, what's going on? His last fight, Side the Ruler, what's going on? Now, you know, you as good as your last fight. His last fight, he with I forgot the dude's name now. It didn't look that good. Salute to my brother, Mr. Mott, in the super chat. I'm amazed at how many people who think that Floyd is the one fight who will and has defeated Father Time. No, Floyd Mayweather, you know, he can't. You know what? Like I said, he can compete. I don't know if Jermell would knock him out right now. Self Jenkins, what's going on? Armani Fryer, what's going on? Arsaw M. Kai, what's going on? But Jermell Charlo is very good. Parola, yeah, Tony Harrison didn't look good against Parola. Jermell Charlo is very, very good, man. See, again, like I was saying when we was talking about basketball yesterday, Jermell Charlo don't get enough credit. A lot of people get overhyped, and Jermell Charlo just don't get enough credit. Exclusive News Insider, what's going on, great brother in the super chat? Appreciate you. Harrison needs a good training to strive. Yeah, well, he's going through a lot right now, man. He's going through a lot right now, you know. So, TR, what's going on? I don't know what his plan is going to be moving forward, but he just seemed like he was going through the motions. He didn't seem like he was present. Brent Jones, what's going on? My brother Corey Morefield in the super chat dropping that dub on us in the super chat on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother Corey Morefield. Much love to you. We got 630 people. We should have 630 likes, and I know we don't. I know we don't. I saw Kyle, my brother in the super chat. He said, let me drop something on my man. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%, man. It's much love. It's much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Right? Richard Johnson, what's going on? So, Jermell Charlo, because these pound for pound lists come out, I guess in part it has to do with Santi Sanchez, peace of blessings to you. Maybe it's his his attitude, his demeanor. S550J, what's going on, my guy? Kenneth West, what's going on? Maybe it's his demeanor. Maybe, I don't know, right? But he just don't get the credit I believe he deserves in the sport of boxing. Don't underappreciate Jermell Charlo, people. I'm going to say it again. Don't underappreciate what you see in Jermell Charlo. Don't. And another thing is, he has an identical twin brother who's very successful. That too, you know, because it's their package deal. Cali King 619, what's going on? Bruce Clark, what's going on? They're a package deal. You understand? So I think that plays a part into it. Well, if you put Jermell at number 2, pound for pound, the body one, what's going on? You put him at number 2 or number 1 or number 3 or wherever you put him, then you got to put Jamal behind him, right? So they're a package deal. And I think that's part of the reason why he gets overlooked as well. Because they were so nice, they had to do it twice. You know what I mean? They're a package deal. You understand? You can't say Jermell without Jamal. You know, they're identical twins. It just is what it is, and they're successful at a high level. So I think that that's part of the reason why he gets overlooked. Fat Cat Shadowbox, my brother, what's going on? So how do you separate? You can't. It's almost nearly impossible. And so I think that that's part of the reason why. It's because people look at it and they say, well, if I put JERMELL at number 2, then I got to put Jamal at number 3. I think that plays a part, not to mention, other things that factor in. This dude is special, man. He's special, man. Don't let his career go by and you don't give him his roses, because he's special. Special, man. You're never going to see JERMELL CHARLO. You know what I liken him to? Sean Porter. Even if he lost the fight, I don't see anybody at 160 beating him, and I don't see nobody at 154 beating him. I don't. Ralph, start there. What's going on? I don't see nobody at 154 beating him or 160. And obviously, Rebel 86, what's going on? He ain't gonna fight Jamal. That would be the only person that would be able to. Nobody else can beat him. Devin Blocker, what's going on, great brother? Cedric Trailer, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Jamal Charlo at this time in my pound. He said Jamal Charlo at this time is my pound for pound number 1. Jamal, due to his competition and his style, would translate all the way the heavyweight division. You saying Jamal or Jamel? DeHaven Alexander, my brother, what's going on? Jamal or Jamel? Anthony Howard, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. 650 people. Let's get 650 likes. Jamel, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you was meant. Not to take anything away from Jamal. That's what I'm saying. If Jamel went to 168, if he went to 168, he'll beat Caleb Plant. He'll beat David Benavidez. He'll beat Canelo Alvarez. Jay Lynn, peace of blessing, Queen. How you doing today? Bradford Brasino, what's going on? eMoney725 said, come on, man, stop. Stop what? Emmanuel H, my brother, what's going on? Marvin Rose Jr., what's going on? He said, stop. Stop what? Sometimes y'all, I don't think that y'all even actually watch boxing. You just watch names. Prince Blizzard, Jose Diaz, what's going on? I think y'all just watch names, not boxing. He's 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Stop what? Mr. Stony Rock 31, what's going on? Why y'all wanna yeah, they watch highlights, Seth Jenkins. FBI 1, what's going on? So here's the thing. Ramses Yens, what's going on? So here's the thing. On and Senior X, what's going on? Elliot, Charlie J, what's going on? Yeah, but you see, my brother said Mel is special, but Canelo is too. The difference is Jermell Charlo is more versatile than Canelo Alvarez. TDC LLC, what's going on? He's more versatile than Canelo Alvarez. And he don't have the mindset of the opponents Canelo Alvarez has been facing. He's mobile. And he's still bigger than Canelo Alvarez. So why are we talking about man stop? Man stop what? Santi Sanchez, I'm from Harlem and Hempstead. 11550. Long Island and Harlem. Dale Robinson, what's going on? I think he beats Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade struggled with the pressure of Liam Williams. He answered my question for me. Georgie Geronimo, what's going on? He said he's not more versatile than Canelo Alvarez. Really? You seen Canelo Alvarez box on his toes? Go ahead, I'll wait. Philip Hunter, what's going on? Because I know, see, this is how I know you don't watch boxing. This is how I know you don't watch boxing, right? You see, okay, Kurt, I'm gonna send it. Chris Matters, what's going on? Dwayne Freeman, what's going on? Philip Hunter, what's going on? You seen Canelo Alvarez box on his toes? And the mindset, Little Scrappy, what's going on? The mindset of JERMELL CHARLO. You ever seen? See, this is what. Let me tell y'all something. See, this is how I know. Canelo a better fighter off the front and back foot. Blue. Yes, I've seen him box on his toes in the first Triple G fight. And how that work out for him? He lost. He was a fish out of water, right? And people thought he lost. It ended in a draw, but everybody thought he lost. Feline 907. What's going on? So he did something out the norm, and everybody thought he lost. He wasn't that efficient. Now was he? And JERMELL CHARLO can't box off his back foot? Of course he could box off his back foot. He could box off his back foot and his front foot. He's quicker and more athletic and bigger than Canelo Alvarez. What are you talking about? He's more versatile than Canelo Alvarez. Exclusive new insider. My brother in the super chat. Once again, Plant gets knocked out, but Canelo is hard to judge. Canelo ain't hard to judge. It's his opponents. We watched Erislandy Lara essentially beat Canelo Alvarez. Erislandy Lara is a smaller guy than JERMELL CHARLO. Erislandy Lara, if he fought JERMELL CHARLO, would probably knock out Erislandy Lara. At best, it's a 50-50 fight in Erislandy's absolute prime. What are we talking about here? This is a guy that we could say that beat Canelo Alvarez. Boxing Truth, what's going on? So you seen Canelo Alvarez box one fight on his toes. You saw Canelo Alvarez box one fight on his toes. One fight. I watched JERMELL CHARLO for the first half of his career box on his toes. Underground Posse, what's going on? Deontay Mosley, what's going on? I watched JERMELL CHARLO. He was considered the boxer, the pure boxer, and Jamal was considered the banger. Elvis Henson, what's going on? So if you watch boxing, you would know that JERMELL was considered the pure boxer. JD Mommy, what's going on? Jamal was considered the slugger. And then he switched his style and was able to do both. Mikhail Yashirala, he said, JERMELL won't beat Demetrius Andrade. He didn't even want the Liam fight. Why wouldn't he want the Liam fight? First of all, how didn't he want the Liam fight? That's number one. Liam fights at 160. How could JERMELL not want the Liam fight? When has he turned down any fights? He didn't even turn down the Demetrius Andrade fight. He signed to fight that fight. Demetrius Andrade pulled out the fight. So how could you say he didn't want the Liam? What are we talking about here? Stephen Young, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, you know, anytime you mention the possibility of someone being a Canelo, they lose them. This is a fact. Tag the company Rodriguez, what's going on? Frank Rodriguez, what's going on? They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. Devin Blocker, my brother, you already know. Deep Stacks 13, what's going on? Chris Matters, what's going on? They can't handle the truth. As soon as you say somebody could beat Canelo, they act like he's unbeatable. And we saw this dude lose a number of times, and we saw him in questionable fights. So why are we acting like he can't lose? We saw him lose to Floyd Mayweather every single round. But they said they're going to tell you, Young World, what's going on? Tunnel Vision, what's going on? They're going to tell you, we saw him lose every single round, but they're going to tell you he was green in the fight. You ain't never seen JERMELL CHARLO lose every single round at no point in time in his career. He lost every single round. Oh, okay. Mikhail. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. I read it wrong. Pardon me. Kendrick Williams, what's going on? Every single round. Then we saw him arguably lose to Erislandy Lara. And then he arguably lost both fights to Triple G. So why are we acting like he can't lose a fight? Why is it far-fetched to say JERMELL CHARLO could beat Canelo Alvarez? What are we talking about here? Spill Dog, what's going on? What are we talking about here? Why is it far-fetched to say that? R West, what's going on? Troy Battle, what's going on? Okay, so but what about Georgie Geronimo? He said we saw everybody lose every single round of Floyd. That's a great point. You're 1,000. You're 1,000% correct. That's true. That's true, great brother. That's true. Can't argue with that. That's true. Yeah, I can't argue with that, bro. Can't argue with that. George Geek, what's going on? I saw M. Kyle, my brother in Super Chat. He said to Judge Andre versus Charlo, watch how Andre fought Monterosian and how Charlo fought Monterosian, and add Andre beat both Charlos in the Emmys. Okay, and add Andre beat both Charlos in the Emmys. Yeah, he did. Junior Delgado, what's going on? Versatile TV, my brother. King Vonnie said we got 482 likes. We got 730 people here. 730 people. Anthony Carlisle, what's going on? Smash the like button. Yeah, I can't debate that. Not everybody, but for the most part. Andres Molina, what's going on? Not everybody. Wayman Davis, what's going on? Philip Hunter, what's going on? Roja, what's going on? Not everybody. Michael McGee, what's going on? He said Charlo lost to Tony Harrison. Right. It was conflict there. It was controversy there, right? King Key Pharrell, what's going on? The Ken Dub 718, my brother. Juan Barrera, what's going on? Right? There was people that thought, myself, I thought he won the fight. Right? It could have went either way. You understand? It could have went either way. But to act like Canelo is not beatable, nobody said JERMELL is not beatable. But everybody wants to come and act like Canelo is unbeatable. You mentioned Canelo Alvarez, it's like, come on, man, this guy can't. No, he can't beat. Oh no, he can't beat. You. What are you talking about? Every time Canelo Alvarez stepped up in competition, he struggled. Mitchell Burke, what's going on? He struggled. Every time he stepped up in true competition, he struggled. Hampton, USA, Kennel, what's going on? Every time he stepped up in true competition, he struggled. I'm going to say it again. Every time he stepped up in true competition, he struggled. Don't tell me about don't tell me about Fred Creech said you think Charlo can beat Floyd. I didn't say he could beat Floyd. Did you hear me say that? Darius Garraway, what's going on? Robert Benavidez, what's going on? Did you hear me say that, Fred Creech? Did you hear me say that Jermell Charlo could beat Floyd Mayweather? Did you hear me say that? Michael Brown, what's going on? Did you hear me say that? LeVar Cooper, what's going on? No. So where'd you get it from? But you put it in laughing though. Eagle Swag Nation, Latrell Matthews, what's going on? Arellano, what's going on? Everyone is beatable, exactly. Dapper Douglas, what's going on? North Memphis 48, what's going on? Exclusive News Insider, my brother back in the super chat. Do you think Tank will ever fight a big puncher? The biggest puncher he could possibly face is Teofimo Lopez. Right? That's the biggest puncher he could possibly face. There's just not a lot of big punches in those weight classes. Who's a big puncher at 140? Regis Prograis. Outside of Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, they're not big punches. They're accumulation punches. Barrios is a puncher, but he has no defense. So I guess Barrios, the biggest puncher that's skillful, Canelo Alvarez made no improvements. None. Don't believe the hype. They like to tell you that. Yes, it says he's made improvement. FSUOCK Dub G3, my brother, what's going on? They tell you Canelo made these improvements. King Fish Virgin, what's going on? He didn't make improvements. He just improved on his choice of opponents. It's certain styles. Put him in a ring with somebody that's mobile, right? Like, okay, this is going to be a test for him with Billy Joe Saunders. Well, we got to see what version of Billy Joe Saunders is going to show up. But to say he made improvements, no, you had to see him in the ring with a slick style and a slick fighter. If you don't see Canelo in a slick style and a slick fighter and he make adjustments, well, then how can we say he made improvements? let me ask you a question. I'm going to put it in different terms. If you put Canelo, if you put Shaquille O'Neal at the foul line, right, and he's shooting, he can't shoot foul shots, right? He can't shoot foul shots. Then he goes the entire playoffs and he don't get fouled. He don't go to the foul line. How could you say, well, he improved? Well, we ain't see him go to the foul line. How could you say he improved when you ain't see him? Muhammad Ali, what's going on? You didn't see him go to the foul line. Well, so then how could you say he improved? Eric Salazar, my brother in Super Chat. I think Floyd should be passing the torch to Errol Spence Jr. I think Floyd Mayweather should be passing the torch to everybody. It does the sport good. Not just one person. He should be passing the torch to each and every person. The Ken Dub 718, my brother in Super Chat. He said, Blue, you think was the better version? Pretty Boy Floyd or Money Mayweather? Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd. Jalen, the Queen, she said, do you think Spence would be as popular if he wouldn't have signed if he would have signed with Floyd Mayweather? No. You know why? Floyd Mayweather he dims your light. He doesn't brighten it. And this is no slight to Floyd Mayweather. He overshadows everybody he's around because he don't know how to take a back seat. Damian Forster, Philip Hunter, what's going on? He said Floyd Mayweather did improve a lot. Yeah, where? Salute to my brother Chris in the Super Chat. Chris, what's going on with you, great brother? How you feeling? How could you say he improved? Boxing Dad, what's going on? Eugene Aaron III, Rasheed Rock, what's going on? Matter of Stark or Winterfell, what's going on? How could you say he improved? Debo 4735 20 X. Debo 4735 X, my brother, what's going on? Kendrick Williams, Spill Dog, what's going on? How could you say Canelo improved when you ain't see him in the position, back in that position that he was struggling in? You got to see him back in. That's like saying, hey, man, you became a better swimmer? Yeah. When the last time you got in the water? Oh, man, I ain't been in the water in 3 years. So how could you say I'm a better swimmer? Uptown Philly, what's going on? Vanilla Sensation, what's going on? Philip Hunter said, I'll be seeing adjustments in fights now. What adjustments? Again, let me say this again. I don't know what am I not getting across. Salute to Kunle Jesus. My brother said all the way from Nigeria. Salute to Nigeria, man. I can't wait to come out there, man, to Africa, man. I can't wait, man. Let me ask you a question. Did you see Canelo Alvarez in the ring with a slick boxer? He struggles with slick boxers, with movement. Who did you see him in the ring that presented him that type of challenge? I'll wait. Who? Brandon Shamal, what's going on? Who did you see him in the ring with that presented him the challenge that Floyd Mayweather, Erislandy Lara, or even what Triple G was doing? When have you seen him in the ring with somebody that presents even what Triple G was doing? Danny Jacobs was not moving around. You said Lara, he struggled with Lara. I just asked you. You Spildo said he fought Triple G, Danny Jacobs, Lara, and Cotto. Okay, Cotto wasn't moving. Cotto was far past his prime. He wasn't moving around. He was right there. He was pressing the fight. He was coming forward. He's being very, 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 very aggressive. Right? Big Watch 12. What's going on? Okay. Miguel Cotto was coming forward. He wasn't utilizing any type of movement. Okay. He was being aggressive. He was being aggressive coming forward. Triple G was moving around in the ring. Triple G was boxing. He was using his ring IQ, his height, his advantage, and arguably he lost both those fights. So what adjustments did you see him make? And then you said, he fought Erislandy Lara. Okay, I asked you, after he fought Erislandy Lara, Floyd Mayweather, don't mention Austin Trout, because he fought Austin Trout before he even fought Floyd Mayweather. Well, what are we not understanding? He struggled with Austin Trout as well. He struggled with Austin Trout. That was before the Floyd Mayweather fight, and that was before the Lara fight. After the Trout fight, after the Floyd Mayweather Erislandy Lara fight, what style? When did you see him in the ring with a slick boxer like a Demetrius Andre, or a guy that presents the same challenges Gennady Golovkin present, like Jamal Charlo? When have you seen him in the ring with him? You haven't. Danny Jacobs chose not to move around for whatever reason. And Danny Jacobs was giving him trouble, and he wasn't even asserting himself. Sergey Kovalev jab alone was giving him trouble, and he wasn't asserting himself. Oh, what are we talking about? What adjustments did you see him make in the Sergey Kovalev fight? You didn't see no adjustments. Salute to my brother Toon in the super chat. Canelo did improve after the Floyd fight. Canelo has little to no defense afterwards. He moving his head and even using a Philly shell a little bit. Against who? Who did he do it against? What are we talking about? You got to see him in the ring with the style that presents him trouble. If he's not in the ring with somebody that's going to present the style that gives him trouble, then how could you say he made adjustments? I don't understand what y'all talking about. Jay Miles, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Blue, I got a question. Did you notice how much sharper Floyd looked against Canelo than he did against Victor Ortiz? Think Ortiz was just better than Canelo, or did he just take Canelo more serious? Remember, he had the layoff before the Victor Ortiz fight, and Floyd Mayweather, Jay Miles, remember, he uses different styles for different people. He knew that eventually the style that he was using for Victor Ortiz, he didn't have to, be that sharp. He just had to be put mental pressure on Victor Ortiz. He knew that, and that's what was happening. That's why Victor Ortiz, he got frustrated, and that's why he did the move he made by using his head. Floyd Mayweather knew he was going to start to frustrate him, and that's exactly what he did. James Johnson, my brother in super chat, he said, keep up the great work, good brother. I appreciate you 1,000%. Garnell Mitchell, my brother, what's going on? You seen Canelo Alvarez get in the ring with somebody that's a slick boxer? No. What's going on? Amir Khan was giving Canelo Alvarez, he was losing pretty much every single round to Amir Khan because of Amir Khan's movement and boxing ability. And this is a guy that jumped two weight classes, was knocked out numerous of times. Emmanuel Hardwick, what's going on? He was knocked out. Amir Khan by that point was knocked out multiple times. He jumped up two weight classes from 147 to 160 to challenge Canelo Alvarez, and he was beating Canelo Alvarez. So what are we talking about? What adjustments did he make? Salute to my brother SG in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. In my opinion, Charlo cherry picking as much as Canelo. Charlo got wolf tickets, which exposes heart issues. Everybody he calls out and is smaller than him. But you're talking about Jamal Charlo, and I'm talking about Jermell Charlo. Mega Big C, what's going on? Y'all talking about Jamal Charlo, and I'm talking about Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo ain't never picked nobody. Bernard Baez Jr., what's going on? As soon as Swift Jarrett Hurd won the belt, Jermell Charlo got in the ring and said, let's make the fight happen. As soon Erislandy Lara was his stablemate, and he said, if you want to make it happen ASAP. It don't matter whether we stablemates or not. Jermell Charlo is cashing all the checks he's writing. Deal with it, TV. My brother, what's going on? Y'all talking about the wrong person. Tone Capone 1, what's going on? And if we talk about Jamal Charlo, it doesn't matter who he picked or not picked. He's been Canelo Alvarez, Lisa Quintanilla. What's going on? Peace of blessings, Queen. We talking about Jamal Charlo was Canelo Alvarez. He had the opportunity to fight him at 54, and then he was his mandatory at 160, and he didn't fight him. So it don't matter. Don't tell me about who Cal 27. What's going on? It doesn't matter who Jamal Charlo chose to fight or not fight. I know who. If you're gonna say what's good for the goose is gonna be good for the gander. Same situation with Canelo Alvarez. If he's a easy path, then he should have fought him. Period. We got 800 people and 580 likes. I'll wait. Mario Brown, what's going on? Classy Mag, got drama allergy. What's going on? We got 822 people, and we got 583 likes. Where do they do that at? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button. The Juggernaut 147, what's going on? Lisa Quintanilla. I hope I say your name right. How does the same logic apply? You applied to Canelo, not apply to Charlo. I know. Who said it didn't apply? What are you talking about? There's two Charlos, and I'm talking about JERMELL. Hold on, Lisa. Did you realize I was talking about JERMELL? And when he brought up ringside with the LCD, what's going on? Gary Childress, what's going on? I'm talking about JERMELL Charlo, who's at 154. I'm not talking about Jermall Charlo, who's at 160. And if we're going to talk about Jermall Charlo, prior to this quote-unquote Jermall Charlo avoiding people, before y'all want to put him in this category and act like, oh, he's avoiding this person, he's avoiding that. But before that, when Canelo was avoiding him years ago, before this David Benavidez situation arose, he was trying to fight Canelo, and Canelo wasn't trying to fight him. That's years ago. That's before now. That's before this David Benavidez situation came to fruition. So now y'all want to poke your head out and say, oh, Jamal's doing the same thing Canelo. So where was you when Canelo was doing it? Like I said, he was his mandatory. He didn't take the fight. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you're going to say Jermall Charlo's doing it, then you're going to say Canelo's doing it. Or nobody's doing it. You can't have it both ways. Toom, my brother in Super Chat, didn't Mel say Maul duck Canelo in the argument, bro? Brother, he said that he turned down the money, so on and so forth. What difference does it make? Let's say that was the case. When he was his mandatory, why didn't Canelo fight him? Period. Y'all trying to move the goalpost to fit your narrative. I'm asking you a question. He was Canelo Alvarez mandatory at 160. He didn't fight him. Did he? Yes or no? My brother Money Brown TV in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Money dropped the link. Charlo said that wasn't enough. He never said that. That offer never came. That wasn't true. Wasn't true. Manuel Castro, what's going on? It wasn't true. Abdul Anwar, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Canelo better be careful. He struggles with southpaw, i.e. Trout, Lara, and slick boxes. Billy Joe Saunders have the potential to do both. If it's the same Billy Joe Saunders that fought Lemieux, he's in. Exactly. Thomas Moreland, my brother, what's going on? Raw 1980 Lawhorn, what's going on, great brother? Man, I love how y'all have a lot to say now, but when he was his mandatory, I ain't see not near one of y'all. Idris Mateen, what's going on? When he was Canelo Alvarez mandatory, Jermall Charlo, I ain't see not near one of y'all. Y'all was over here to him, hey man, what has he done to get an opportunity? Why do Canelo got to fight him? What has he done? He's done nothing. Who has he beat? Now all of a sudden, oh, see, Jamal's on it. Jamal's doing it. Jamal avoiding it. Get this. See, y'all on the wrong platform for that. Y'all on the wrong platform for that. See, that works maybe on other people's platforms, but that don't work here. Let me tell you why. Jeremy 2684, what's going on? If that's the case, oh, he's ducking, he's avoiding. So what is Canelo Alvarez doing? Because, Tay, what's going on? Because, David Benavidez, the same guy that y'all saying Jermall Charlo's avoiding, David Benavidez has been calling out Canelo as well, and he said the same thing about Canelo. And then David Benavidez said, Canelo only wants to fight for my belt when I don't have it no more. He ain't never tried to fight me when I had the belt. Now I don't have the belt. I lost it on the scale. He ain't trying to fight me. Now he's trying to fight and become undisputed. But when I had the belt, he wasn't trying to fight me. So where was y'all when David Benavidez was calling out Canelo Alvarez? Dash Oliver, what's going on? King Jr., what's going on? So where was y'all when David Benavidez was just saying Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight me? Canelo Alvarez is avoiding me. Canelo Alvarez did not want to fight for my belt until I lost it on the scales. So where was y'all when y'all saying, so If y'all saying that Jamal Charlo is avoiding David Benavidez, then shouldn't the same thing apply for Canelo Alvarez? Sergio Palacio said when David B had the belt, Canelo wasn't even campaigning at 168. See how little they know about the sport of boxing? Be a fan of the sport of boxing. Be a fan of the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez fought Rocky Fielding for the WBA regular title. He could have fought David Benavidez. He came down to 168 after he only fought one fight at 75. He was one fight away from being undisputed at 160, but he didn't want to fight that style. That Demetrius Andre has, the mover, the slick boxer. He didn't want to fight Demetrius Andre. One fight away from being undisputed. He chose not to fight Demetrius Andre. He chose to move up. He's fighting guys that style suit his style. So then, now David Benavidez lost the belt, and now it's convenient. He petitioned the WBC after David Benavidez lost the belt. He petitioned the WBC to fight Avni Yildirim for the vacant WBC title. So why didn't he announce that he wanted to fight David Benavidez when David Benavidez was going in the fight, and then say, I want to fight him? And then if David Benavidez had lost it on the scale, then you say he lost his opportunity to fight Canelo, and then Canelo Alvarez fighting the winner, or he's going to fight for the vacant belt. No, he waited till the belt was vacant, and then he petitioned to fight Avni Yildirim. There you have it. And yes, he was campaigning in and around 168 since David Benavidez was champion. Good try. SG, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I did say they were both ducking. Read it again. I don't hear Canelo saying he will knock out Benavidez and Plant while posing on YouTube, then running. Do you? I do, SG. Actually, I do. Go back and look at Canelo Alvarez's interview. He says he would knock out Jamal Charlo and he would knock out David Benavidez. But there's no point in fighting David Benavidez because David Benavidez doesn't have a belt. He's actually doing an interview standing in the ring with Ryan Garcia. So, yeah, he did say this exact same thing. So now go look at the interview. Yep, he did. See how that works? He sure did. He said he's in the prime of his career. He would knock out Jamal Charlo and he would knock out David Benavidez. Just don't have a reason. He said all those fights will happen. It's just no point in them fighting them right now because they don't have belts. See how that works? 50 no TV, TMT, Floyd Mayweather, my brother. What's going on? Get the likes up. We got 800 people. We should have 800 likes. I don't know why we have to do this with the likes. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Support and donate to the channel. Support the grind. But most importantly, smash the like button. Support the grind. Gutierrez, what's going on? Let you pull my skills. What's going on? The Mitchell Show, appreciate you, great brother. David H, what's going on? Taff Womack, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. Jermell Charles, definitely pound for pound top 5 in my opinion. After he becomes undisputed, do you see him moving up to 160? And if so, do you think that puts more pressure on Jamal to move up to 168? Yeah. Black Grass Podcast, what's going on? Mikey C, what's going on? But the thing is, remember, they both campaigned at 154, so it's not a problem for him campaigning at 160. It's just to get a belt, he's going to have to revisit that negotiation with Demetrius Andre. I don't know if he's willing to do that. Triple G is not going to fight Jermell Charlo, and we know Murata's not going to fight him. So how's he going to get a belt? I can see, like I said, and he definitely tunnel vision. He definitely said that, but, things change. Grim Gaming, what's going on? Big Block, my brother, what's going on, Big Block? Things change. He did say he's going to campaign at 154, defend the titles. I don't know how much longer he's going to stay there. I mean, he has fights there. He has Hurd fight, still a big fight. He rematched Lubin, still a big fight. There's somebody else I was just thinking about. Hurd, Lubin. There's somebody else at 154. He hasn't fought. Who else is at 150? There's somebody else at 154. Because Lara moved up, is moving to 160, right? Galvatron, my brother's in the building. What's good with you, Galvatron? Oh, J-Rock. J-Rock. But yeah, J-Rock. So there's still fights for him at 154. You know, but I don't see, you know, I think after the Hurd fight, after the Lubin fight, you know, there's no point in staying there. There's no point. You know, I can see him just making way, right? L Harper Jr., what's going on? I can see him making way, man. I don't see him staying there if Gat Reviews, what's going on with you, great brother? Jay Wiggs, what's going on? Nine Mastermind 3, what's going on? Tim Zoo, like Costa Zoo son. TC, what's going on? Nah, man. They Johnny come lately. The SS family, King Dude, what's going on? It's a possibility Terrence Crawford could move up. That's a big fight for him. Mono Ant, what's going on? Do you think Jermell's power carries to over the 160? Absolutely. It's how he delivers it. Sean Gibson, what's going on? It's all in his delivery. It's how he delivers his power. Okay, the Seek and Find Project Insider, what's going on? Sway Shakur, what's going on, great brother? Boston Grace. Otis Harris Sr., what's going on? Smash the like button, people. We got 750 people here. True Blue 45, what's going on? Let's get 750 likes. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 1K. Lead by example, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1K, man. Let's get them likes up to 1K. Smash the like button. Let's work, my peoples. They want to, you know, they want to tell us that we ain't doing nothing over here. We you know, smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. Terrence Crawford does need to fight Sean Porter. Timothy Friend, what's going on with you, great brother? Tone Capone 1, lead by example. What's going on? Franklin Management. Laura and J-Rock get stopped at 160. I think so too. Their chins are, you know, it's just too much wear and tear. Eric Salzar, my brother in Super Chat. Only way to justify not fighting at mandatory is to move up. Since Canelo moved up, he's good. Other changers must announce their move up and wait now. Canelo didn't move up. He stayed in the division and he asked to be franchised when Jamal was his mandatory. He didn't move up. He stayed in the division and he asked to be franchised. Sean Dove, what's going on? The real Rick Rob, my brother in Super Chat. Salute Blue. I like Charlo, but Floyd the GOAT. I agree. See, one thing is the real Rick Rob, my brother. Salute to you in the Super Chat. Appreciate you. See, the thing is, you know, if I give Jermell Charlo props, people take it Silver Surfer. What's going on? Oh, he could. You say he could beat Floyd. I never said he could beat Floyd. I actually said his style is suitable for Floyd. Napoleon Armstrong, what's going on? Jabari Bath, what's going on? I actually said his style fits what Floyd Mayweather likes to do. It's a slow-paced fight. That's what I said. Alice Payne Yigua. I hope I say your name right. Tevin Mitchell, what's going on? His style actually fits Floyd Mayweather. Mr. Zay Gutter, what's going on? So that's what I actually said. But then people took it and said, oh, you said he could beat Floyd. I never said that. Never said that. I said that his style is actually suitable for Floyd Mayweather. No, now I'm saying he could beat him. I'm just saying that Jermell Charlo is special. He has his mindset is what you want. Jose Canteen Flash, he said Floyd is not good. Okay, there's no need for me to even acknowledge anything else you say moving forward. But salute to you, great brother. The Mitchell Show, my brother in the Super Chat. I appreciate you, great brother, showing me love. If you could come in and say Floyd Mayweather is not good, then I can't, man. I can't even acknowledge what you're saying. That just is, you know, this is a serious channel. I know some other channels maybe, you know, have fun with it. You know, nah, this is serious. We talk boxing over here. You know, we talk boxing over here, man. Come on, man. You don't have to. Mark Stearns, my brother, what's going on? He said, Blue, what's your cash app? My cash app is Blue Bud Sports TV, all one word, man. The real T Shells, my brother in Super Chat, is one time Thurman, Keith Thurman done. I don't think that Keith Thurman is in love with the sport of boxing no more. I think Keith Thurman is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Trice, what's going on? I think Keith Thurman is not in love with the sport of boxing anymore. He's trying to find his way back in. He's trying to, rekindle that, that love, that passion for the sport. But I don't think, I don't think that he loves the sport anymore. I think, I think now he got the family life, he got the wife, he got, there's other things occupying his mind right now, his time. And I think that, he's no longer interested. He's still interested. He's still, but he's not, he can't see, once you lose the love, it's hard to get it back. And I think that that's what's happening with Keith, man. I wish he does, you understand, but I think that that's what happened. That's what's happening with Keith, man. You know what I mean? And so, so with that said, this is the mindset Jermell Charlo is supposed to have. And like I said, I think he could beat Caleb Plant. I think he could beat David Benavidez. See, he's 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Canelo's 5'8" with a 69-inch arm reach. 70-inch arm reach. He's bigger than Canelo. Caleb Plant, what is Caleb Plant? Now, obviously, my brother Galvatron in the building. Obviously, Caleb Plant is 6'1", so he's an inch taller in height, and he got the same inch arm reach, 74. Now, Caleb Plant is more fluid, right? He's more slick, and that may present him some issues, right? Like Tony Harrison, but it's nothing Jermell hasn't seen before. It's not a non-winnable fight. Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher. It's not a non-winnable fight for Jermell Charlo. It's not out of the realm. Jermell Charlo can't win that fight. David Benavidez, he was getting outboxed by Anthony Durrell. He was getting badly outboxed by Anthony Durrell. You understand what I'm saying? And so, if he could be getting badly outboxed by Anthony Durrell, Jermell Charlo definitely has a chance. Jermell Charlo definitely has a chance. And this is no slight to Anthony Durrell. This is just simply the fact that Anthony Durrell is not the same guy he once was. He's just not. So if he can have success and Anthony Durrell could do it, and we saw the last opponent that David Benavidez fought have success, then so could Jermell Charlo. Why can't he? Obviously, David Benavidez is much bigger. Lucky Luciano, what's going on? David Benavidez is much bigger. Jaquavius Moore, what's going on? He's much bigger, right? But he's slower, and he gets hit a lot. So Jermell Charlo could definitely have success against him. And Jermell Charlo can beat David Benavidez. Gotcha, Aiden. What's going on? He could beat him. He can beat him. So he could beat Caleb Plant. The two best super middleweights in the world at one point was Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Jermell Charlo can beat both of them. He can beat both of them. So why can't he go to 68? Oh, because he can't beat Canelo Alvarez. Sure he can. Loving Down Gaither, what's going on? Daniel Pena, what's going on? Sure he can beat Canelo Alvarez. Majid, what's going on? He can beat Canelo Alvarez. Of course he can. Like I said, his style. Let me ask y'all a question. If you have to DIY underdog, what's going on? Listen to this. Tony Harrison, Silver Surfer, is not a journeyman. T. Ray, what's going on? You know the sport of boxing. How could you say such a thing? Nettop PC, what's going on? Tony Harrison is probably the best pure boxer at 154. Now, Bella Brittany, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? LA, what's going on? Now, obviously, y'all gonna base Signs of the Times TV HQ. What's going on? Now, obviously, y'all gonna base everything off of his Tony Harrison's last fight and say, "Oh, see, he's not this, he's not." But y'all not gonna factor in what led up to that. Boxing Greats, what's going on? And Canelo Alvarez, who's he fighting? He fought Avni Yildirim, Rocky Fielding, and we talking about really? Tony Harrison's best, probably the Zoomverse. What's going on? Probably one of the best pure boxers you in 154. Shining light. What's going on? So now, yeah, Brandon McDuff. What's going on? Tony Harrison in his last fight, right? He had a lot going on. He lost his dad. There's a lot going on to factor in there. D'Lo 44 boxing. What's going on? His father is his trainer, the only trainer he knew. Like, factor that in. Show me a fight that Tony Harrison wasn't winning. The Hurd fight, he was winning. All his losses, he was winning those fights. Facts. Ryan Taylor, what's going on? Tony Harrison, yeah, now he have these lapses that I don't like that cost him the fight. So you're saying, oh, Tony Harrison, JERMELL CHARLO was struggling with Tony Harrison. Who wasn't struggling with Tony Harrison? Jerry Hurd wasn't struggling with Tony Harrison? Willie Nelson wasn't. He was winning the fight with Willie Nelson. Chua Coronado, what's going on? Silver Surfer said 154-pound division is not good. All right, man. Boy, oh boy. Silver Surfer, my brother, what's going on? He said the 154-pound division is garbage. Unbelievable, man. You can't make this stuff up. And you know boxing. You can't make this stuff up. Brown on boxing, what's going on? This is probably one of the most deepest division in boxing. You're going to say it's garbage. Unbelievable. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. Idris Mateen, my brother in Super Chat, 10-year past his prime, Mayweather made Canelo look like a novice, which in turn made Canelo handpick every fight after the build to build this fairy tale rep. This is a fact. He said it's not a good weight class. Really? So let me ask you a question. If 154 ain't a good weight class, what is a good weight class? Lunatic Menace, what's going on? If 154 is not a good weight class, then what's a good weight class? Mr. Mont, my brother, back in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said Floyd is once in a generation type of fighter, and I'm sure he still possesses the mental aspect of the fight game, but he hasn't fought a legit boxer since 2015. He loses to several of these young guys. I never count him out. I never count him out. But obviously, he's definitely older. True Culture, what's going on? Oh, Truck Simpson is, oh, for sure. Truck is coming. He's coming. And now Truck got a chip on his shoulder. Y'all seen, hey, what's going on? See, some fighters, they don't even need that chip on his shoulder because they're already naturally born with the chip on his shoulder. But now he has an added incentive. And everybody that was adding took him out. Oh, him not making weight and so on and so forth. It's motivation. It's motivation. It's motivation. So he was already coming. Now he got something. He got more motivation. Seth Jenkins, what's going on? Now he got even more motivation. All right. Hey, that may be it may be the best thing to happen to him in his career. It may have been the best thing to happen to him in his career. Yeah, Bella Brittany, smash that like button. Jermaine Bean, my brother in Super Chat, he said, if they don't believe you, Blue Blood, about Canelo, just tell them to ask Morales or Barrera and see what they say about Canelo. And facts. Facts, Jermaine Bean. Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera both said he ain't get better. You know what he did, Jermaine B? He got better at picking his opponents. Superman 800, what's going on? That's what he did get better at, picking his opponents. They understand this style don't suit us, bro. We can't fight this guy and this guy. Neil Spike, what's going on? Remember, Oscar De La Hoya and his team, and they didn't want him to fight Erislan De Lara. No, sir. Eddie Reynoso, Oscar De La Hoya, they was like, don't take that fight. Don't take that fight. Don't take that fight. He took it anyway, and we saw the outcome. The real outcome. But it is what it is. My brother said he can't see Jermell Charlo beating. You can't see Jermell Charlo beating Canelo. Why not? Why can't you see that? Lisa, you're talking about Jamal Charlo. You're not talking about Jermell. You're not talking about Jermell. You're talking about Jamal. You're talking about Jamal, not Jermell. John Bracken, what's going on? We're talking about Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, not Jamal. John Bracken, oh, I salute you already. Right? We're talking about Jermell, not Jamal. So smash the like button, people. 750 people here. How many likes we got? Because I know we don't have it. Brown Boss, my brother, what's going on with you? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Get the likes up to 1K. We should be at a K already. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1K. Rampage Jackson. L-O-X, a cold off-road. What's going on? I hope I said it right. Laura's fighting, he's fighting my guy, man, Cornflake, man. Get the likes to 1K. So, with that said, Canelo Alvarez, just like Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, they say he didn't make no adjustments. Quintero Sherrod, what's going on? See, so when I say he didn't make no adjustments, oh, the blue don't know boxing. He don't know. Okay. Two Hall of Fame Mexican legends, two Hall of Fame Mexican legendary boxers, both said Canelo Alvarez doesn't make no adjustments. He's still one-dimensional, and he's picking and choosing his opponents. But I guess y'all gonna say that's because they don't like him, right? There's always a reasoning why y'all say, oh, well, this guy just said that because he don't like Canelo. Well, why this guy say, oh, this guy just don't like Canelo? Y'all have a reasoning for everything. Oh, he was just too green. He was a novice. Now he's a novice, right? But when we talking about Jake Paul, you want to see him fight right out the gate. You want to see Jake Paul right out the gate fight the best of the best, right? You want to see Jake Paul fight Jermell Charlo right now. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, who had 40 fights when he fought Floyd Mayweather, 40 professional fights by the time he fought Floyd Mayweather, then y'all want to say he was a novice. Isn't that something? Isn't that something how that works? He was a novice when he fought Floyd. He had 40 fights. Jake Paul got 2 fights. He's not fighting nobody. He's not a real boxer. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Dude had 40 plus fights, and he was a novice. But 40 plus fights, right? And he had already get this though. In the 40 fights, he fought Shane Mosley. They'll tell you Oh, he beat some of the best. Watch this now. He beat some of the best. Who did he beat? He beat Shane Mosley. He beat Austin Trout. He beat Kermit Cintron. Right? Now watch this though. When did he beat him? All before Floyd Mayweather. But I thought he was a novice. Ashanti L, what's going on? Quay Scott, what's going on? Star Baby A4, what's going on? I thought he was a novice though. So if he beat Shane Mosley and he beat, let's just go to the videotape. See, this is easily. Wayne Jr. said Mosley was 47 years old. Hey, listen to this. He beat Josito Lopez, who almost stopped Keith Thurman. Austin Trout, Shane Mosley, Kermit Cintron, Alfonso Gomez, and Matthew Hatton, right? And you ask people, Shane was 38, but you ask people about him fighting Shane Mosley, right? I mean, you say, who did he beat? They make sure they throw in Shane Mosley, and they make sure they throw in Austin Trout, right? Who did he beat? He got one of the best resumes in the world. Who did he beat? He beat Austin Trout. He beat Shane Mosley. Oh, okay. So how can he be a novice when he fought Floyd Mayweather? If you're giving him credit, big credit for beating him, then when he lost to Floyd Mayweather, how can he be a novice? How can he be too green? I'm confused. AB, what's going on? I'm confused. How can he possibly be a novice when he lost to Floyd Mayweather, but you give him big credit for beating these guys before he even fought Floyd Mayweather? I'm confused. I'm confused. With Ty, what's going on? I'm completely confused. So he wasn't green when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, well, no, he was green. He was too young. You know, he had now he was too young. But he beat a vet in Shane Mosley. He beat Austin Trout, who was undefeated. He beat Josito Lopez, who's a tough out. He beat what's his name? Kermit Cintron, Alfonso Gomez. Kermit Cintron was a pretty good fighter. It's just that Floyd Mayweather made him look like a novice. Yakov One White, what's going on? He made him look like it, and you can't accept it. See how that works? Oh, he was a novice. He was too green. He was just no, he wasn't ready. He's too young. He fought Shane Mosley. He saw Austin Trout was undefeated. Kermit Cintron, Alfonso Gomez, right? But then they say, oh no, he's too green. Okay. But then tell him, well, let's go by the resume. Well, he fought, look, he beat Shane Mosley. He beat Austin Trout. Oh, now he beat some good fighters. Which one is it? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You understand? You understand? Well, why did he arguably lose to Erislandy Lara? Well, all Erislandy Lara did was run around the ring, and he wasn't fully healed from the Mayweather fight. Oh. Well, why did he arguably lose to Triple G? Well, Triple G was 3 weight classes above him. The guy is enormous. But he beat Sergey Kovalev, who's way bigger than Triple G. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just you can't. Moshin Beige, what's going on? You just can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. Jonathan Fanbro, my brother in Super Chat, he said Jermell Charlo never likes Floyd Mayweather. Salute Blue. Blue Blood. Jermell is true lion, and Jermell will beat Canelo. That's why he left Golden Boy. I think Jermell could beat Canelo Alvarez as well. TP24, what's going on? It's a 50-50 fight. Can I see Canelo winning the fight? Of course. But what I'm telling you is I'm objective and can see Jermell winning the fight. That's where y'all can't accept it. No way. No way, Blue. I'm out of here. I'm leaving this channel. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. Net Top PC. He said lots of cap here. Who's capping, great brother? Who's capping? More Music, my brother, what's going on? True Culture, what's going on? ABS1, what's going on? They said he was too green. That's why he lost, right? Doesn't everybody tell you? He said, who said he was an novice? Isn't that the narrative? Everybody wants to see him fight Floyd Mayweather now. He was too young then. We want to see the new and improved Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather now. DJ Senji, what's going on? So what does that mean? He wasn't ready. He was a novice. He was too green. That's what that means. Everybody, the announcers, everybody that speaks about it. Oh, right now he'll beat Floyd Mayweather. Oh, now he'll beat him. He's ready. He's learned. And that's what they tell me. And they tell you the same thing. My brother Raider Time in the building in Super Chat says, salute Blue in chat. Salute to you, great brother. Yo Savior, he said, you know Ugas beat Sean Porter. I don't know that. I thought Sean Porter won. See, here's the thing. Let me give you another example. You're just not used to seeing Sean Porter fighting the man that he fought. And so because Sean Porter was boxing and you're not used to seeing Sean Porter box, then you say he lost. Then you say he lost. I don't think that. But hey, listen, if you felt he lost, who am I? Victor Newman, Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Tone Capone 1, what's going on? I'm just saying you saw Sean Porter fighting the man that you're not used to seeing him fight, and so then you said he lost. That's just what it is. But if you felt like he won, okay, you feel like he won. Close fight, I thought Sean Porter won. I keeps it 100. What's going on? I thought it was a close fight. But hey, who am I? Hold on, let me tell my brother Kurt. I done sent him the link. I sent you the link. I sent you the link. Sent you the link. My big brother Kurt. Smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes to 1K, man. We should have been at 1K. Salute to my brother Raider Time in the super chat. He says, salute Blue in chat. Salute to you, great brother. Always coming through, showing love. It's much appreciated. Bold Ones, New Jersey. What's going on? Useful. All right, what's going on, great brother? Smash the like button. So I see. Smash the like button, my peopleizations. It said 20 push-ups, Blue. I remember to send him the link. I sent it to him. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1K. We should be at 1.1K, man. Already. Bo One, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, big bro, as a younger man, I watched Barrera, Morales, and Marquez, 3 of the best Mexican fighters of my generation. They fought each other and everybody. Don't say Canelo name in the same breath as of right now. No, I don't. No, he's not. He's trying to carve out his niche. You know what I mean? He's definitely trying to carve out his niche, but I definitely believe they were better fighters. For sure. But he's trying to carve out his niche. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's staying active. The academy, what's going on? He's trying to stay active. He's giving us fights. It might not be the best fights, competitive wise, but he's fighting. You know what I mean? He's actually in the ring. It's better to be in the ring than these dudes not in the ring at all. Elijah, man, what's going on? My brother Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the historian, aka my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV. What's up, chat, aka the family, la familia? What's good with your blue on this Friday evening? Talking this boxing talk.
Ain't nothing much, Kurt. Nothing much. Hey, we got a lot of boxing news. We got some big fights tomorrow. We got Damon Nicholson and Edgar Berlanga. I'm interested in that fight. I'm so interested in that fight. Rampage Jackson, what's going on? Alonzo Lambert, what's going on? I'm so interested in that fight, Kurt. I'm excited for that fight for whatever reason. Big brother in life, what's going on? Maybe because I know both. I'm cool with both. You know what I mean? And the better man gonna win. Better man gonna win. Jay Lynn said, he needs to be in competitive fights. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You don't want to see him in these just stay busy fights. We want to see him competitive. But listen, I'm gonna say this though. If Billy Joe Saunders comes in that version that fought David Lemieux, he can win this fight. He's big, he's slick, he's mobile, he's athletic, he has respectable power. He's not Deontay Wilder. He's not Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs got big power. He's not Triple G, but you got to stay honest when you're dealing with Billy Joe Saunders. It's just the thing is we don't know what we're gonna get from Canelo Alvarez's opponents. That's where the problem lies. We never know what we're gonna get from his opponents. That's ultimately where the issue comes in. What you think, Kurt?
Well, knowing Canelo very well, I picked Canelo against the field not because I think he's unbeatable. No, I don't trust certain fighters' mindset. I didn't trust Danny Jacobs' mindset. I didn't trust Kovalev's or Callum Smith. And people kept talking about the size difference. Size means nothing when you can't utilize it. And you need mental strength. You need intestinal fortitude to win big fights and beat pound for pound fighters, and they didn't have it. Now we all know Billy Joe Sanders is a flake, but if he say to himself and look himself in the mirror and said, "This is my opportunity for a lifetime. I can change my career, and I can put myself in UK history by beating Canelo. I'm going to go out there and get the fight of a lifetime. I'm going to box him and box him silly." He has the tools. He has the style. Nobody never said Sanders can't fight. He could box. He could box. He doesn't have to have a lot of power when he could box like that. His footwork is very good. But me, I don't trust him because I don't like betting on inconsistent fighters. That's just like saying, Adrian going to do it this time, and you keep going to the well and there ain't no water. And ain't no water. And ain't no water. And Sanders is the same way. You have to show me that you have the means to win a big fight. But Sanders is a very inconsistent fighter. Now, I'm picking Canelo, but Billy Joe Sanders, open letter, prove me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Jermaine Bean, brother, back in the super chat, he said Canelo starts slow. If Billy Joe Saunders can get the first 4 rounds, it's a toss-up, Kurt. If he can keep 3 rounds close, hopefully Billy Joe Saunders' tanks stay full. The problem with that is, and salute to my brother Jermaine Bean in super chat again. The problem with that is, Jermaine, is that the judges, Ray Patterson, what's going on? Siobhan Ragin, what's going on? Raul Aguilar, what's going on? Freddie Williams, what's going on? Are the judges going to see it that way? And Billy Joe Saunders, Obsidian Lion, co-keeper, what's going on? Are the judges going to see it that way? And that is the concerns that Billy Joe Saunders had to begin with, right? Are the judges going to say, "Hey, man, we saw it this way"? Are they going to see it, the way we see it, or are they going to see it in a whole different light? That's where it falls. You understand? Reginald Rainey, my brother in super chat, dropping that dub owner sent a super chat. He said, "What up with it, Blue? Salute to you, great brother. Just a squirrel in your world. That's all. You know that's what it boils down to. You know, yeah, you can outbox Canelo, but are you going to get the decision? We saw a judge actually saw the fight in favor of Canelo Alvarez against Floyd Mayweather. That tells you everything you need to know. And then you have people saying, "Man, what's the saying, Kurt? You're already 2, 3 rounds behind before you even go in the ring with Canelo."
Basically,
And,
you,
and,
you
and go ahead, Kurt.
you have to box, be aggressive, but also be smart. Throw a lot of punches. There's ways to box to box with controlled fury. I'll call it to be an aggressive, technical fighter by throwing a lot of punches. You know, the key is the footwork and to put the jab in his face. And Canelo's going to try to impose his will on Billy Joe Sanders. So when he does, Billy Joe Sanders just can't go straight back. He has to go back on an angle, and he could frustrate Canelo. Cause that's Canelo' weakness is his feet. He hasn't improved. Canelo is what he is. He just was in with a robot when he fought Triple G. But Sanders, his footwork is very, very good. And if he fights smart and fight with a purpose, we could have a very entertaining, interesting fight in our hands.
Mm-hmm. Idris Mateen, brother in the super chat. Salute to the brother Idris Mateen in super chat. He said judges been already tipped off already. Yeah, and that's what's unfortunate, man. People feel that way. Colin 357, what's going on? It's unfortunate, man. It truly is. You know, yeah, and the thing is, it's not even just Canelo, man. It's worldwide. It's sports wide. You know, we see fights all the time. It's like, man, the judges missed a good fight. June, what's going on? It's like Kurt, the judges missed a good fight, man. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash that like button. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Waukee Brown, what's going on? Like the judges, man, it's like they, and this is an ongoing thing in the sport of boxing, man. Everybody, every fight, you know, we like, man. Now the commentary, you know, it's a staple in the commentary now. We're watching a good fight, you know. We think this guy's winning, but you just never know what the judge is gonna see.
Yeah, but them commentators, man, they think Canelo is the greatest fighter ever, man. I mean, the bias commentary. Oh my God, when is it going to stop? It's sickening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, calling him pound for pound. Eric Morales and Marquez
And,
told people you know, what you say, Blue?
and Barrera, Kurt.
Barrera, yeah, he's not pound for pound. They was on it. They was honest. They said Eric Morales like no, it's Crawford and Spence and people like that. And Canelo fan base got mad because they looked at Eric Morales being off cold. See, he wasn't on cold. He was supposed to just went, you know, fell in line. But Eric Morales said, "I don't operate like that. Canelo is not the pound for pound best fighter in the world." That's what he kept saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the thing is, G Greatest, what's going on, great brother? The thing is, Kurt, they act like we don't see what we see. You know what I mean, Kurt? Like, yeah, is he a good? It's not taking anything away from him. Is he a good fighter? Absolutely. But they just make it like he's unbeatable. Like we saw him lose to Floyd. We saw him arguably lose to Morales. I mean, Lara. We saw him arguably lose both fights to Triple G. We saw this. He just gets the nod in all of these close fights that everybody don't get. Some people, Kurt, just can't get the nod. It's some people, Kurt, they every close fight they don't get the nod. But then it's just some people that just get the nod every single time. every single time. He gets the nod. Is he a good fighter? Absolutely. Is he a beatable fighter? Absolutely. That's why the matchmakers pick and choose certain fights perfectly. There's fights that don't remember Kurt. His trainer Eddie Reynoso and Oscar De La Hoya, when they made that Erislan Lara, when he was pushing to make that fight,
Yep.
man, they was like, they did not want to make that fight, Kurt.
No, Canelo forced their hand, and then the fight was made, but they didn't want to. They knew Lara's style would trouble him, and they didn't want to do it, but Canelo forced them to.
Mm-hmm. Black Star Sports TV 2.0, what's going on? Rafi, what's going on? AZ Landlord, what's going on? They knew. They understood. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.1K. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.1K. Yeah, so Kurt, I said this, right? Jermell Charlo obviously was asked about, and it's not the first time he said it, but he was asked about, Floyd Mayweather coming back, would you campaign for a fight, so on and so forth, right? And he said he would knock out, he would knock Floyd Mayweather out. But I said, what do we expect from Jermell Charlo? That's what he's supposed to say. He is confident in his abilities. He's a two-time world champion. He's going into an undisputed match. He didn't get in the sport of boxing to just automatically turn over the reins to other people. Yeah, well, he could, I can't beat him. What do we? Salute to Jason Briggs in the super chat. You guys think that Gamboa has a chance to beat Colbert? What are your thoughts? Absolutely not. He's going to get stopped. Christopher Colbert is not Devin Haney. I love Devin Haney. Two different styles. Christopher Colbert is a closer. Chen Smoke, what's going on? Christopher Colbert is going to stop him. He's going to knock him out. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, I got Colbert knocking Gamboa out, man. He got what, six knockouts, but it's fool's gold, man. He punches harder than those 6 knockouts, man. I was watching him the other night. They replayed his last fight with the guy from Panama, and he gets a lot of leverage on his punches, man, and he sets traps, or even when he's on the ropes. I said he may be better than I thought. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, this guy can really fight. He has a sneaky uppercut. He's quick. He's really quick. He has quick, fast, powerful punches. I think Gamboa getting knocked out in 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. He's going to knock out Gamboa. He's a closer. He's seriously a closer. He's going to knock out Gamboa. But yeah, Kurt. So back to that, right? So, what do we expect from Jermell Charlo? Marvelous Myron, what's going on, great brother? James Hill, what's going on? Smash that like button. Soldier Boy 911, what's going on, great brother? Get the likes up to 1.1K. But what's your thoughts on what he said?
He's supposed to say that. He's a supreme, cocky, confident athlete. I like cocky athletes. I don't know if I can beat Floyd, if Floyd come back. Floyd's done anyway. But I doubt he would knock him out, but he's supposed to say that. Any opponent I will fight, I would be like, he's getting knocked out. Instinctively I would say that. So he's supposed to. I don't see what the big deal is. He's supposed to say that.
Supposed to say it. You know what I mean? What is he supposed to say? Like PGH Big Dog, Debo the G, what's going on? That's what he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say, and you know what, Chris Colbert, he's big, Kurt. He's the same size as Terrence Crawford.
I know he's that big. Yeah, man. Cole. I like his mindset though. He has an I don't care mindset. I was really impressed with his last fight, and he's only going to get better. He got better. I've seen him fight like 3 or 4 times, but I could see the improvement that he's making. And I don't know, whoever fights Colbert, man, they got their hands full.
He's 5'8" with a 71.5-inch arm reach, almost 72. Errol Spence is 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. He's just obviously his you know his frame is, he's younger, so he's only 24. Sasha, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? His frame allows him to make. Kanad Williams, what's going on, King? How you feeling? His frame allows, he's young, so he still makes the lower weight class, but he's a big guy for that division, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Armin Acosta, what's going on? And he's very athletic.
Yeah, quick, athletic, man. He got skills too. He seems to have the whole package. I mean, and he's still improving. That's the scary part. You got a lot of good young fighters, man. They have to fight each other. Colbert can be a dark horse. We talk about Tank and all them guys and Haney, but on a good night, he could beat those guys, man. So Colbert is going to be a problem.
I don't know why he gets overlooked, but I want to see him fight O'Shaquie Foster, Kurt. That would be great.
Oh, that'd be a great fight. Great technical matchup. Two boxers, man. Yeah.
That would be a great fight, man. I want to see that fight, man, so bad. And I think O'Shaquie Foster deserves it. Von D. Gaiman, what's going on? And Jerry Moore, what's going on? But it feels like the powers that be, they too young. And when we know O'Shaquie Foster got a few unfortunate mishaps, but in his career. But O'Shaquie Foster is special, man. Man, I was watching I watched that fight again. He just had his last fight, Kurt, and man, that dude is special, man. I don't know how he even lost the fights he lost. I don't know, Kurt, how he lost those fights he lost. But I think he said that because he lost 2 fights. He's big, Kurt. He's almost 5'9" with 72-inch arms, Kurt.
Yeah, and athletic. It's when you have size in that division and you're athletic and plus skills with it, those are ingredients for success. But being young fighters often lose at the beginning of their career. It could have been anything, but sometimes it makes you even a better fighter. Bernard Hopkins and Juan Manuel Marquez and Henry Armstrong, they lost their professional debut fights.
It was his 9th and it was his 8th and 12th fight that he lost, Kurt.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him. I was like, he got skills. You see fighters, you can see the skills, but they can't put it together. But later they mature mentally and they become better. And then the tangibles that they didn't have, they have. So that makes a huge difference as well.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they're looking at it and they're saying, well, you know what? O'Shaquie's on the right path. You know what I mean? Chris Colbert's on the right path. Why let them fight right now? They both very young. Why let them fight now? I want to see that fight, man. But I think at 130, O'Shaquie Foster, I think he would beat Oscar Valdez. Jermaine Bean, brother in the super chat, according to BoxRec, Colbert has fought better comp than Shakur. Yeah. Yeah, if you go off the records, the resumes, right? Because Chris Colbert, he came out the gate waiting for Titus Williams. That was like, man, it's early for that fight, but he fought Titus Williams. That was early, man. I think he has, just the tough fights. He might have. He might have fought the better competition. But Kurt, what you think about O'Shaquie Foster and Oscar Valdez?
That's a really good fight. But Oscar Valdez, which was a good fighter, and it wasn't hard to beat Burchelt because Reynoso seen weakness in Burchelt. Navarrete is the same way. They throw long, wide punches, and the only thing you have to do is box. And Valdez speed gave him trouble. But Valdez throws his left hook a little too wide. I hope he doesn't throw that wild hook and telegraphs it against a boxer like Foster or Colbert or the other technical fighters. That's a good fight with Foster and Valdez. It's 50-50 or maybe 55-45 Foster. But if Valdez won, I wouldn't be surprised. But if Foster won, I wouldn't be surprised either. I would like to see Foster get some couple of more fights because we know he good. We don't know how good until he fights. You know, Colbert too. They fight top notch level competition. But Valdez and Shaki Foster will be an entertaining fight. It'll be a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, fighters that make you think, they're the hardest to fight, not knockout punchers. Fighter where you got to think and beat. Berchelt made it easy for Valdez because he's so aggressive and offensive minded. He was running into everything and wide open for everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jason May, what's going on with you? L Dub Boxing, my brother Lawrence Williams in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Lawrence Williams. He said, what's good? I hope Oshaki's lawsuit with Lou DiBella don't keep him out the ring. Yeah, me too, man. The business part of the sport of boxing, boy. Moyo Sauce, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, the business part of the sport of boxing, man.
Man, Lou DiBella, man, I ain't gonna say, but all I got to do is say Lou DiBella. Go ahead, Blue.
Yeah. If you know, TBE, TMT, Floyd Mayweather, brother in the super chat. Blue, I seen a video of JERMELL talking about you on YouTube. I'm confused because in the videos I see you talk about them, it's all love. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know what? East Oakland 3500. My brother Bishop, what's going on, my guy? You know what, man? I don't it just is what it is, man. That's all I can say, man. You know, I don't let that, you know, sway me or anything. You know, listen, if you know, if they don't feel like, you know, I'm saying something that's correct or incorrect or whatever may have you, just is what it is, my brother. But
Yeah, fighters.
yeah, they you know, go ahead, Kurt.
Nah, being around fighters since the like early '80s, mid '80s, they're like they're like sometimes I don't know because psychologically what they do and how they live. You know, a fighter's lifestyle is a lonely one. Where it's supposed to be a lonely one. The ones who aren't lonely often get distracted, so they may be sharp mood changes, but more so now than before. But they're not easy to get along with. I mean, how many fighters can you walk up to and ask for an autograph or just shake their hand? They get moody. On top of that, they can be moody for no reason at all. So you know, you gotta feed them with a long stick.
Yeah. Joe Jack said blue is the definition of facts over feelings on his channel, unless it's about the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan. Man, I listen, my Bulls 49ers and Yankees, don't do it. Don't do it. The Bulls, 49ers, and Yankees, I'm passionate about them, man. Passionate about them. But yeah, Kurt, you know, I just, you know, I just take it with a grain of salt. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. It is what it is, man. You know, I am who I am. Like it or love it. It is what it is. Smash the like button, though. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Get the likes to 1.1K. See, I'm me wherever I go. I'm the same dude. If you meet me in person, I'm the same guy that you see here. I'm just the same guy. I'm passionate about the sport of boxing, sports overall. It just is what it is, man.
Blue, one of the nicest guys I ever met, boxer, non-boxer in life, was Jerry Cooney. I met
Oh,
him by Madison Square Garden, man.
oh man, Curry.
Beautiful
That,
human being, man.
oh man, that dude Jerry Cooney, man, is like D-Man Jr. What's going on? He's like, you wouldn't even know what he did for a living, man. Man, you say
Beautiful.
hi, all you gotta do is say hi, and you got nice cufflinks. That's it. And next thing you know, you be sitting there talking to him for 2-3 hours.
Yep.
And the thing about it, Kurt, is this is what people don't know. Deontay Wilder is the same way, Kurt. The same way, man. Obviously, he have that switch that's needed, but he's the same way, Kurt. He show love to each and every person, man.
Mm-hmm.
To each and every person. I've never seen him not show love to somebody, man. Never. Samson Afrani, what's going on? He show love to each and every person. And you know who else do that? Errol Spence. Errol Spence do the same thing, Kurt.
I like to see fighters like that, man, being receptive to the crowd. Arturo Gaddy's a nice guy, and meeting him, Mike Tyson as well. I met them at Ringside Lounge in Jersey City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's somebody else that people he just gets a a bad rap. Brian Denham, what's going on with you, great brother? Salute to my brother Bishop in the super chat. Said how the Charlo turned from wishing them best for them dude to I don't care about them dude now. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, it's wishy-washy, great brother Bishop. It's wishy-washy, man. Man's the Musa lifestyle. My brother, what's going on? It's wishy-washy, man. But listen, that's the sport of boxing, though. It's a roller coaster, right? So fighters be on top, then all of a sudden they look up and they're at the bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shane Mosley is definitely a nice guy. Shane Mosley is a very nice guy. Juan Manuel Marquez is a very nice guy. Jalen Love, man. Jalen Love is a very, very nice dude. Mickey Bay, my guy Mickey Bay, very nice guy. Charles Martin, Joseph Parker, man. Oh man, you talking about the same person, Joseph Parker, Kurt, and Jerry Cooney, same exact. Their personality, complete. You wouldn't know what they did for a living.
Mm.
You wouldn't know what they did for a living. Joseph Parker, very nice guy. Lennox Lewis, very, very nice guy. Lamont Peterson, very professional guy. Lamont Peterson is a very professional guy. Very good dude. Very, very quiet, but very professional. Manny Pacquiao will give you the shirt off his back. Literally. All you got to do is ask him. Man, Kurt, let me tell you a story. We was at the first press conference in Manhattan for him and Keith Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
And the press conference was over, right? And it's like Manny Pacquiao. I don't think Manny Pacquiao realizes he's Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? So we get now Curry, he walked. We like, hold on, Manny, because you know they usually take him out the back and stuff like that, right? Because it was fans, fans there, right? Kurt, Manny started talking. He started talking to people and was walking with the people, like walking out the front door, right? So the security and everything was, trying to walk because we like, where's Manny going? He goes out the front, right, Kurt? And I forgot where we was at, man. I forgot the location, but it was a big church down in downtown Manhattan, right? And Kurt, he comes out. We come out the front, and I'm recording, and we talking, and I'm like, Manny, we talking. They had the street blocked off so he could get in his cars, in his it was like a van or something. He was to the right? Do you know this dude made a left, Kurt, and we start walking down the avenue. He's just talking to people. Like people was coming up like, yo, that's Manny Pacquiao. Like we walking past the deli and everything, and they're like, that's Manny. They had to come and get him, Kurt. Like, oh, Manny, what are you doing? What are you doing? We gotta go. It's back this way. You gotta go this way. He still was talking to people. They like, Manny, we gotta go. We gotta go. Like he's starting to get an attitude with them. They was like, we gotta go, Manny. Like, cause now he's, imagine, Kurt, he starts walking down the avenue. and then more people was recognizing him. So you know the crowd he was attracting. Man, this dude was walking. He took a picture. Manny took a picture because now people just crossing the street walking. They're like, "Yo, ain't that's Manny Pacquiao?" And so he took a picture with every single person that said, "Could I take a picture with you?"
Mm-hmm.
He did not get in the van. He would not get in the van until he took a picture. If you said, Manny, let me get a picture, he took a picture with you. That's, some people's like that. My brother. You can hear me, Kurt?
Now I can hear you. You
Yeah.
froze up for like a minute.
I don't know what happened, man. Salute to my brother Bishop, man. Did you hear me finish reading his super chat?
No.
Oh man. My brother Bishop in the super chat, he said, Blue, I'm 6'3", 268, and I have 7 years under my belt boxing. They don't like you, they don't like me. Let's have it. LOL, my brother Bishop, man. See, that's because we family, man. We family. That's what that is, man. My brother Lawrence RBE in the super chat, he said, Kurt, for fun, can you break down a prime Floyd versus Spence and Bud? Also, to be a prime Floyd, what would it be required? Blue, what's holding up the Ugas versus Spence fight? Fox. Fox is holding it up. Point blank and period, man. Point blank and period. Fox is holding it up. But you wanna break that down, Kurt? But Kurt, before you break it down, let me get these other super chats before we lose them. 50-0 TBE TMT Floyd Mayweather brother in the super chat. He said Blue was Rolly versus Jackson Martinez was a robbery. Oh, I thought Rolly lost the fight. I thought Martinez won the fight. What you think, Kurt?
Oh, he definitely lost that fight. Yeah, that was politics at
Yep.
its best, or I should say worse. Absolutely.
Yep. Born Knowledge, Rocco 3, Isaiah Felix, what's going on? Fat Cat Shadow Boxing, my brother in the super chat, he said, hey, Blue, can you send Nick the link? Okay, for sure. For sure. We're going to have him on. Yes, sir. Smash that like button. People get the likes to 1.1K, man. I feel like I missed the super chat, too. Boston Greats, what's going on? George Greek, what's going on? That's me. What's going on? Miss him. Okay, Kurt. So, yeah, Floyd Mayweather versus Errol Spence in his prime, and Floyd Mayweather versus Terrence Crawford in his prime, Kurt.
Prime. Well, the problem with Spence and Bud will have is they're very good fighters, Spence and Crawford. But Floyd is just special. That's a broad. What I'm saying is very broad. But there's levels to this game. I mean, it would not be easy. But Floyd will find a way to beat them. It would not be an exciting fight because the more exciting fight will be, the better chance of Spence and Bud will have. They will try to get Floyd into some time kind of exchange, but Floyd was a master at setting tempo and distance. He was the master at that. To beat a special fighter like Floyd, you have to have special skills. Now, some people may think of Crawford and Spence as special. Not me. They're very good fighters, but they have flaws. And if Floyd wants to, Floyd's like a great defensive team in basketball. Take the air out the ball, as they say. And Crawford and Spence is very offensive, but they can get hit. And if other fighters hit them, Mayweather's going to hit them, but Mayweather would just win a wide unanimous decision. What's required to beat Floyd, like I said, you have to have special skills. Uh, Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard or Tommy Hearns, they are legendary because all those fighters, they're bigger than Floyd and they can force the pace, and they like to fight, and they are offensive. They can be defensive, but they're offensive. They would be in Mayweather's mug, man. It would make them very uncomfortable because they're just as fast. They're powerful. They have great boxing IQ. What Floyd has, they have pedigree, everything, and they're just, to me, better fighters. They're some of the greatest fighters, not only welterweight champions, but overall. So you have to be special right along with Floyd. I don't sometimes, man, people know how great he was, but trust me, Floyd was special. He's the last of the Mohicans. But Leonard, who I feel was a better fighter, bigger and stronger fighter, with just about as much skills, if not more, will force Floyd to fight at his pace and beat Floyd.
Mm-hmm. William Old School on deck, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute Blue and Kurt, last minute, but we here. Salute to you, great brother. We're going to send him the link, Kurt.
Who's this?
Nick Sullivan.
Okay.
So we're going to send him the link right now. I'm trying to find his email. Yeah, we're going to send him the email. But go ahead, Kurt, while I'm sending him this email.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good question about Floyd, man. That's just the respect I have for him. And he wouldn't welterweight. His best weight was at 130, 140. So when we compare him to welterweights, we have to keep that in mind. That's just the respect that we all have for Floyd Mayweather. He's a very smart fighter, brilliant, genius of a fighter. But Leonard was just something. I was thinking about him and his fights in his prime. Leonard was just, one of the very, very, very best fighters I had ever seen. This guy had the complete package, man. So, people compared them a lot, and then along with Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Robinson, some of the best welterweights in the history of the sports. And not only that, but like I said, fighters.
Mm-hmm. My brother Bishop in the super chat once again. He said, I think Pernell would have the best chance to beat Floyd. I think Floyd would beat Pernell. What you think, Kurt?
Now, I like Floyd in that fight because with Whitaker, as great as he was, sometimes he fought down to the level of his competition. When you look at the Buddy McGirt fights, those fights was close, man. They were like extremely close. And he fought a guy by the name of Paulie Diaz from Spain, and he was getting hit a lot. He was a wild swinging, free falling kind of guy. He was awkward, and he was getting hit. But I think I like Mayweather against Whitaker.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Brother Sir Dante Fox in the super chat dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, yo, Blue and Kurt, I don't know if I missed it or if y'all forgot, but I'm still waiting on them lists. Hardest punchers, best movers, best combination throwers, best body punchers, and top 5 meanest and toughest fighters. Oh, for sure. We're going to have it. No, we're going to have some things coming for y'all, man. I'm just working on a lot of things, trying to set some things up behind the scenes, but we're going to have a lot of things coming for y'all. A lot of things. Just be a little bit patient with us, man.
Yeah, make sure we don't forget him because he's been doing it. He's been saying it for a while. Where we got to break down best fighters and best punchers, and what he said, the list he gave us.
Man, I'm gonna take a picture of that too. And smash the like button, my people. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up to 1K, man. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1K. Get the likes up to 1K. Let me take a picture of that so I can make sure I put that in the archives. Got it. We got you. We got you, Sir Dante Fox. We got you, great brother. Appreciate you showing love. Idris Mateen, my brother in the super chat. The only boxer who has a chance against Money Mayweather is Pretty Boy Floyd. That would be an interesting fight.
Sugar Ray Leonard was special. They asked Mikey Garcia's father, and Mikey Garcia's father said the only guy that can beat Floyd Mayweather is
It's
Sugar Ray
Sugar
Leonard.
Ray.
He said in the gym. That's what he said.
Yep, he sure did. He said, I never seen anything like Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather. He said it would take. They asked him, "Who you think could beat him?" He said, "It's going to take Sugar Ray Leonard to come back." Yep. Adrian Broner's back at it, man. You know, he man. I feel like that's always a cry for help, man. But who am I? You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, he just said he wish he transitioned, Kurt.
What happened?
He said he wish he wish he would just transition.
He said that.
Yeah, he just posted it right now.
I think sometimes, man. I think he needs help, man. You know, we scoff at mental health and mental sickness, and when you say stuff like that, you're crying out for help.
Yeah, exactly, Kurt. Like that. I mean, he truly feel like everybody around him is just, man. It's just, it's unfortunate, man. It's bad, man. Kurt, he said, people don't appreciate me on G. Just take me away from this before I do it myself.
I thought he was a strongly mentally stronger guy than that. He's had a beautiful life. How many people get to fight and be successful at it? Forget how many fights he lost. You made money. You're well known. I don't know what you want. Sometimes people don't appreciate your life. There's always somebody that's doing a lot worse than you, and God has given you blessings, and you're not taking advantage of it. You know, but the way he's going about it, that's not. Man, get this guy some help. Seriously,
Yeah, man.
man. I don't understand, Blue. I love life, man. I like living life. It's a beautiful thing. You know, just having passions, and I don't know what people want. They just don't appreciate what they have in front of them.
Yeah, man. It's just, you know what, Kurt, sometimes they can't see the forest through the trees.
Love is life. Life is worth living, and you know, you have to be responsible and have accountability. Your life can be even better. If that's the case, then turn your life over to the Lord, you know, and you will be better off spiritually and mentally.
Yeah. I don't like to see the stuff like that, man.
I mean, neither, because I hate when people flirt with death, man. It's no joke, and you know, you got kids and stuff, man. You don't want to see. It's a beautiful thing growing old. It's an amazing thing. I love growing old because I can look back and be like, man, I did this in my 20s and 30s and 40s. It's a beautiful thing. So everybody should feel the same way.
Yeah. People don't make it, people don't understand it's cool to get old.
It's beautiful. You have memories. Memories are special. I can talk to you guys. I can tell a million stories, man, about my life. Not being arrogant or nothing. Just I'm a humble guy, but you know, being with fighters and stuff, and you know, being out partying, you know. But it's just no matter what you do, man, be happy in life, man.
Yeah. Enjoy every moment, man. Enjoy every moment. Jason Briggs, brother in Super Chat. Who do you guys have a better chance of beating, Fulton, Neri, or Figueroa? I would say Luis Neri. I think Luis Neri will have the best chance of beating Cool Boy Steph. I don't think either one of them beats him, but I think Neri has the best chance. Um, Figueroa, man, I don't know. It's just something about him, man, that gives me cause for pause. You know what I mean? May 4th, what's going on? There's something about Figueroa that gives me cause for pause. I don't know what it is, man, but he's a good fighter. But I think Neri has the best chance because he has power. You know what I mean? He has more power than Figueroa, I believe. So I would say Neri. Well, what's your thoughts, though, Kurt?
Neri because he's the better boxer. Brandon Figueroa is a face first fighter, overly aggressive. Defense not that good. Him and his brother fight just alike. That's why his brother turned down Jerron Ennis because of the style. But soon as he fights a boxer, he's going to lose because that style is not going to resonate when you fight top level competition. You can get away with it with mid to lower level competition. He's knocking out everybody. He's aggressive. It's a kill or be kill style of fighter. That works with them, but when you step up in competition, but Figueroa is strong, and if Neri fights the wrong way, then we could be in for a bomb burner, which I think is going to be a very good fight. But if Neri boxes, he beats Figueroa. Cool Boy Steph is tough because he could now he's showing he can fight on the inside, But I think we're going to see Neri versus Cool Boy Steph September 11th.
And you know he's trained by Bozy Ennis now, right?
Yeah, told Bozy taught him to fight inside, and just like Duran, that's why he fought the other guy's fight, and he beat him at his own game. I was surprised he fought like that,
Mm-hmm.
and he was very effective. Cool Boy is getting better as well, but if Figueroa when he can't fight Figueroa like that, you're fighting his fight. You're gonna have to box Figueroa from the outside, but we'll see in a couple of weeks about Nero and Figueroa. It should be a very entertaining fight.
Mm-hmm. Elbow said in the super chat, salute to Elbow in the super chat. He said 32-year-old Floyd beats 32-year-old Sugar Ray Leonard, in my opinion. He said Leonard didn't have the same level of dedication at 32 years of age.
I have to disagree with your Elbow. Leonard was a supremely well conditioned athlete. Look at the Hearns fight, even though he was a little younger. But you have a right to your opinion. Mayweather is special, but Leonard, you go look at his fights, Leonard fights, man, and who he beat. Duran 3 times, Hearns twice, Hagler after 3 year absence. He had a short career because of the detached retina. We got to guess.
Yes, sir. What's going on with your Slick Nick in the
What's
building?
up with you, my man? How y'all doing?
We good, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. Just leaving the gym from sparring.
Man, oh man. Just introduce yourself to the people, great brother.
How you doing? I'm Slick Nick Sullivan, 135 prospect, signed with Golden Boy Promotions, one of the top amateurs in the game. We just turned pro and looking to make my way in the ranks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm on the yesterday, man. I started getting in the groove with things and got to send you the link to late, man.
Man, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, but how's everything going though? How's training? I got my co-host here. That's Curtis Anderson, the historian of this sport boxing, man.
Everything going well, man. Losing the weight coming off slowly but surely. So everything's going well. Camp going as expected. We about
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks out now, so we just
Mm-hmm.
we just we just locking in on the day, and then June 11th I'm back in Orlando, Florida
Mm-hmm.
for another fight.
Yes, sir, man. So you staying active. And this is my co-host, Curtis Anderson. Go ahead, Kurt.
Hey, Nick Sullivan, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well, my man.
You're from Norfolk, Virginia. I got a family in Suffolk, Virginia. My father was an amateur fighter in Suffolk, Virginia. That's Pernell Whitaker country. So we're gonna talk about him later on. Ask you some questions, but we're gonna break down your career. You're just starting out, and we're gonna support you. That's what we do on this platform. and the people can get more familiar with you as we go along in our conversation.
Okay, most definitely. I appreciate that.
For
Yes, sir.
sure. Sure. So you staying active. Oh, you muted. You can hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So before we get into that, let them know where they can follow you on social media and everything.
Say that again.
I said before we get fully started, let them know where they can follow you on social media.
You said what's my Instagram so they can follow me on social media?
Yeah.
Oh, my Instagram is 3_slicknick. It's the same on Twitter, and Facebook is Nick Sullivan.
Yes, sir. So go follow him. We're gonna support him, man. Yes,
Man, I
so you staying
appreciate that.
active. I think it's my internet, man.
Oh, it's coming in now because it was going in and out at first, but I can hear you all now.
Okay, yes, I think it's my internet because I was frozen at one point.
Okay.
So I was saying, so you got a fight coming up. You said
Yes,
June 10th, right?
May 15th in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yes, sir.
May 15th.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
is fans gonna be allowed in attendance?
It's
How is it?
It definitely is. It should be a packed arena actually, and I gotta dedicate that fight to my mom. My mom's birthday is the day of my wedding, May 14th. So the next day after that, I gotta give her a birthday gift.
Oh man, my mother's birthday May 15th.
Oh, it is. Oh wow, that's
Yep,
crazy.
yep, May 15th. That's my
That's
mother's
crazy.
birthday. Yep. Man. So what got you into the sport of boxing, man?
Actually, I was the average kid playing other sports, baseball, football, basketball, but my mom has her own hair salon, and any kid that ever came in the back of my mom's hair salon, it was just like it was a Royal Rumble battle. I was fighting everybody kids. My mama was sick of it actually. She was like, we need to put that negative energy somewhere positive. And it was just so happened I had fought somebody kid in the back of my mom's shop, and one of the coaches, which was Coach Gloria Pete, had came into my mama's hair salon the same day that I had gotten to a fight with one of the kids, and so happened she is the 2012 first Olympic female coach, and she was like, "Well, you need to bring them past the gym, and we go see what we working with." So I went up there to watch for like a day. The next day I started, and the next week I actually sparred a kid that's actually been there for months, and I gave him a run for his money. So they was like,
Oh, you faded out. You can hear me?
"Oh, yeah, I can hear you now."
Okay. Yeah. Just say the last part again, because at least you faded
So
out to me. I don't know if you faded out to everybody else.
okay, yeah. So I had went past the gym. I had sat and watched for a day. Then the next day I came in, I started. Then the week after that, I sparred with a kid that's actually been there for months. I gave him a run for his money, and they was like, "Yeah, this is where you need to be." And I stuck with it. I stuck with it since.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Let me get to these super chats real quick. Joe Brown, my brother in super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, "What up, Blue? What's up, Kurt? The only person I've seen with better defensive prowess or just as good defensive prowess of Floyd Mayweather was Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker." Lou Hayden, my brother in the super chat, a pillar of Blue Blood Sports TV. He says, salute to you too, great brother. Who else we got? Something missing. Oh, my brother Sir Dante Fox in the super chat. He said, prayers up for AG. He may have CTE.
Say that.
And yeah, he
Prayers
was
for you.
saying, I don't know if you saw it, but Adrian Broner, he just put up worrisome, concerning post up on his social media. And
It's concerning him or one of his
well,
family members.
himself, he said that he was saying that he didn't want to be here no more. He wanted to give up life and all of that. He just put that post up. So David Hamilton, brother in the super chat, dropping that dropping that Dub on us in the super chat. He
I
said,
hope that's
salute
just him
Blue.
talking.
Yeah. He said, salute Blue and the historian Kurt. Salute to you, David Hambo Hamilton. Yeah, I'm lagging, man. I'm lagging behind. You can hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me too, Kurt?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, Nick Sullivan, tell the people what is your boxing style? Is you a boxer, slugger, boxer, puncher?
I'm more of a boxer, but I can turn to a boxer puncher. I'm not a slugger at all. The less you get hit, the longer you last in the sport. So I'm more of a defensive offensive fighter. Like I don't get hit, but I make adjustments to people missing. If that makes sense, I'm more of a boxer. I feel out my opponent, and then I go from there. I'm not a slugger whatsoever. Not saying I can't do that fight style, but that's the last resort. The less you get hit, the longer you last in boxing. So defense is definitely what matters, and that's first on my list.
And tell the people what's your favorite punch.
I don't really have a favorite punch. Well, yes I do. The jab. The jab sets up any punch. So that's actually my favorite punch. The jab will set
Mm-hmm.
up any punch you are willing to throw.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the jab is my favorite punch.
That's a great mindset, man, because I believe the jab is the most important punch in the sport of boxing.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. The jab and your feet, foot speed, and jab.
Yes.
I believe that's the.
Gotta have that hand-eye coordination as well too.
Absolutely. And if you had to say to describe your style to the fan, what would that if you had to put it in description, who would it compare to today's time?
To what fighter would it be
Yeah,
compared to today?
right.
Fighter that would be compared to today, I would say more of an Andre Ward.
Mm.
Yeah, Andre Ward type fighter.
Yeah. That's a great that's a great look.
Yes, yeah,
Andre Ward is a great look.
yeah.
Who are some of your favorite fighters
All time or in this generation?
all time?
All
Both.
time.
Give us both. Give us
Of,
both.
of course, Pernell Whitaker is number one. Um, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. I'm trying to think who else. That's like my top 5 or 6 right there so far. I like other fighters too, but they like my top 5 or 6. When you say boxing, they automatically come to my mind.
Mm-hmm. Now we was just talking. Somebody just came in and they said that they believe that one of the brothers in the chat. He said he believed that Pernell Whitaker have the best chance of beating Floyd. How would you see that fight playing out?
I would say that would end in a draw because it depends. It depends on which Floyd Pernell Whitaker fights. If he fight Pretty Boy Floyd, that's going to end in a draw. But if he was to fight Floyd Money Mayweather, I feel like Pernell will win because Floyd Money Mayweather is more defensive and he's not as aggressive as Pretty Boy Floyd. So it all depends on which Floyd Pernell fought because Pernell was Pernell either way.
Mm-hmm.
It's two Floyds. You got Floyd Money Mayweather. You got Pretty Boy Floyd.
Now, another guy has ties down there to Virginia, Shakur Stevenson, and you guys have a relationship?
Who?
Shakur.
Oh yes, sir. That's my man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my man. Yeah, very sharp kid. I knew from when we was training together in the same gym. When he was training in my gym in Norfolk, I knew he was gonna be something. Then it's just his mindset. He has a totally different mindset than most fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if like he don't care who you are, you're not better than him in his head. He got that mindset. You only better than me because you ain't fought me yet. He got that mindset. So very tough kid, and I knew where he at now, he was going to be there, and all he's going to do is go higher from here.
Now, what about the rest of the young dudes? You got Devin Haney, you got Teofimo Lopez, you got Chris Colbert, Oshaki Foster, you got Ryan Garcia. What's your relationship with guys like with those guys?
Man, Ryan Garcia, we actually was very, very cool. I have messages of us talking on Instagram, but I understand once he got a little fame and busy, stuff won't be the same anymore. So, I mean, we don't talk. I think the last time we talked was like 2018 or 17. I would have to go back and look at the messages. But I know all them guys. I came up with all them guys. I remember I was at the Reno Junior World Tournament, and all those guys was there. Like that's my class that I came up with. Like I know all those guys, but I don't know them personally to where we talk every day type.
Right.
Like
Go ahead, Kurt.
Shakur, we talk very often. Keyshawn Davis, we talk off. That's actually one of my guys. We grew up together, literally. I spent a night at their house. They spent a night at my house. We grew up together.
I was just getting ready. I was just getting ready to ask you about Keyshawn.
Yeah,
Man, that dude is special, man.
definitely is.
That dude is special. Go ahead, Kurt.
Hey Nick, do you know a fighter? I believe from Ohio who's starting out. His name was Duke Regan. Are you familiar with him?
Yes, sir, I am.
What you think about Duke Regan?
Another sharp kid as well. Came up in the class with us. Very sharp kid. He was at most of all the nationals that I went to. Won most of them. Very sharp kid. Another bright future as well for him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's funny you mentioned Shakur because we from the same hometown before he moved to Virginia from Newark. Newark is a
Yeah,
hotbed of boxing, and I seen him when he was a little kid. His grandfather Wally,
yeah,
so I knew Shakur was going to be some. We had 3 or 4 Shakurs, but Shakur he stayed the course, and when he became a silver medalist, we gave him a parade. But what's your walking around weight in between fights?
in between fights, I try not to get over 10 pounds, but sometimes that's hard for a fighter. But my normal walk around weight is probably like 147, 148 normally.
Is it difficult just because you're young and you're growing?
Um, it's hard to tell right now because sometimes I make it easy, and then sometimes it's a little struggle to get down. So it all depends on my body and what I'm eating. So I feel like at the age I'm at now, it's more so on me. It's not because I'm growing anymore. Because I honestly feel like I'm probably not growing anymore.
Now you down in that DMV area. What's your thoughts on Tank Davis and Gary Russell Jr. and guys like that?
Them on them two fighting or
No,
just on.
just overall.
I like those guys. Definitely a Javante Tank Davis fan. Also a Gary Russell fan as well. I actually looked up to the oldest Gary Russell that's professional now. The oldest brother actually looked up to him
Mm-hmm.
coming up in the amateurs. I also looked up to Tank as well because these are guys they were in my time, but they started a little before me as well too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you ever sparred Tank?
Nah, I was asked that in another interview too. We was trying to set that up for me to spar Tank, but it hasn't happened yet. Keyword yet. So, but it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts about Lolo Harris?
Lolo Harris. Who is Lolo Harris?
Lolo is from I believe he's from the LA area.
Lolo Harris. I'm not too familiar with that guy.
No?
Nah, Lolo Harris. I probably know him by his face, but that name I'm not too familiar with that name.
Oh, you'll know about him because he's a beast, man. He's a beast. At least I
Okay.
believe he is. I believe he is.
Yeah,
What,
I ain't too fond of that name.
yeah, yeah. You'll find you'll get to know him because he's definitely a beast, man.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Jerron Ennis?
Oh, Boots. Yeah, definitely a tough kid. Well, actually, what's crazy? I became a fan of Boots when we was actually at Where we at? We was actually in Reno, Nevada, and he had like 14 fights. Nobody knew. Like, I ain't gonna say nobody. With me personally, I never knew of this kid. So everybody like boots this, boots that. I was like, I'm gonna watch this kid. Sharpest kid in the tournament. 14 fights, beating kids with 80 to 100 fights, and sharp, like beating top guys. I'm like, okay. I became a fan of him after that. This was like 2015. Ever since then, that's been my guy. I like boots.
I'm gonna tell you something that I love about your mentality is that you say I'm a fan of these guys.
Yeah,
So that tells me, that alone tells me you're gonna be successful because you're a fan of the sport.
yeah,
And when you're a fan of the sport, some guys they participate in sports because they're good at it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And listen, it pays the bills. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But just the fact that you're humble and your mentality, and for you to say, because not a lot of boxers are gonna say I'm a fan of this boxer, that boxer. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But I hear the special boxers. The special boxers, they always say, I'm a fan of this guy. I was a fan of this guy, because that's motivation. You
yeah.
know what I mean? That tells me you're gonna look at them and say, all right, I could take this from him, I could take that from him, I could learn this, I could learn that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. It's
Right,
not a hating bone in my soul. It's no need. Like,
right.
I feel like it's no need to hate because I feel like these guys came up in the era I came up in. So y'all paving the way for me. Actually, we came up in the same era. So the fact that y'all doing this and the younger generation doing this, now when I get there, the way is paid for me because y'all already paid the way. So what reason would I have to hate? And there's no reason. There's no reason to hate. I don't get that hating, to be honest. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just because somebody made it before you, I mean, they tip their head off to you. That just should motivate you to want to do better. Why hate?
Mm-hmm. I love that mentality. Go ahead, Kurt.
Or Nick Sullivan, are you going to be the type of fighter when you fight, study your opponents, uh, or just when you're in the ring, you just adjust to their style? Because some fighters, they study, they look at tapes of their opponents, and some fighters just go by when they're in the ring, they adjust on the fly. Purnell was like that. So which one are you going to be?
Uh, I'm not gonna be neither one. I'm doing both because you you can make it like Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a game plan till they get hit. You can have all these game plans. You can have every single game plan down to a T. You can watch this guy, see what this guy do. You can have all type of game plans, but when you in there and you get hit, you gotta make that adjustment. You can have a game plan going there like this guy drop his hands, this guy do this guy do that, but you watching old film as well. The same way you watching film, he could be watching film of you, so he making adjustments as well. So you can watch that film just to see what type of guy you fighting, but all actuality, what really matters is when you make that adjustment in the ring because he's doing the same thing you doing. So I'm doing both, making adjustments in the ring, but I need to know what I'm getting myself into before I get in that ring also.
Mm. Go ahead, Kurt.
Do you prefer certain gloves when you fight? Like certain fighters, well, a lot of fighters, they prefer certain gloves maybe to protect your hands or you
Yeah,
feel more comfortable with the glove. And so tell us the brand.
Everlast, Everlast or Grant, but I really prefer Everlast over Grant. But my two top choices would be Everlast or Grant.
And why is that?
Everlast is, like I said, I'm more like I believe in defense. Everlast is more of a defensive glove. Also, Grant is too. That's why Floyd Mayweather used it. And also, Everlast is a punching glove as well. It depends on which Everlast glove you're fighting in. They have different Everlast gloves, but also those gloves are firm. You won't really have too many hand problems in those gloves.
Hmm. Hmm.
A lot of boxers have a lot of hand problems.
Now it's funny you say that because Floyd do, but what's interesting uh, uh, is that Floyd Mayweather, he trains with winning gloves, but he
Mhm.
fights with grants. Is that something that you do as well?
That's crazy because I have a pair of gold winning gloves to sparring. They my sparring gloves.
Mm. Now, why do you choose? That because usually we say you play how you practice. You know what I mean? Meaning that you would do you emulating what you're doing in training and sparring, what you're going to do in the actual ring. So why do you train with winning gloves and then switch to Everlast or Grant for fighting?
Like most of the things you see on social media, most of the things you see on TV, is we put that out there because we want it to be out there. You all don't see everything.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, y'all see him sparring in winning gloves, but y'all also don't see that he hitting the bag in Grant gloves. He hitting the mitts in Grant gloves. He
mm-hmm.
doing this in Grant gloves. He doing that in Grant gloves, but sparring winning gloves. And that's because the winning gloves are almost impossible to hurt your hand in. The cushion in those gloves are it's almost impossible to hurt your hand in those. So definitely, they're definitely sparring gloves, but he also get used to Grant gloves because he's fighting the Grant gloves. He hit the bag in those gloves. He hit the mitts in those gloves. Double end bag in those gloves. So he definitely, you know what I'm saying, he keeps a certain routine. Like certain videos you see on Instagram, you'll see him touching the bag up in Grant gloves, but if you watch the 24/7 or something that him sparring, he using winning. Or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he'll sparring Grant as well. It all depends on how he's feeling that day, but he never goes too far from his routine.
Yeah, because he'll switch up gloves in training in a second.
Facts. And if you watch the Zab Judah fight, he fought Jab Judah in white winning gloves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is the and that's why you win a winning too to protect your hand in sparring.
Yes, and they're very comfortable gloves as well.
Yeah, my son, I train my son. He boxes. He's 9, and he always that's one of his biggest things. He,
Yeah.
when and I, me when I trained, I never, got to that level and never fought amateurs. I would switch to football. I wish I stayed with boxing, but he, when he do certain things with certain, when he hits the mitts and stuff, he has Grant gloves. But
Yeah.
when he hits, the shield, if I'm wearing the shield or he hits the heavy bag, he always like, give me my winning gloves. And he's only 9, and I'm like, I not asked him. He's like,
Also,
yeah, yeah. He's always
with
like,
that,
give me my winning gloves. So that's interesting, man. But go ahead, Kurt.
Nick Sullivan, how's your support system? We kind of know the answer, but we want to hear from you. How's your support system in Virginia?
man, my support system is great. It's not too many people you'll run into out here, and you bring up anything about boxing, they either gonna bring up me or they gonna bring up Keyshawn. You will not it's rare that you'll run into somebody you gonna be like, man, yeah, man, you talking about Slick Nick or you talking about Keyshawn Davis or any interview that we have, they'll bring up Keyshawn. Keyshawn get an interview, they'll bring up me. So so support is real here.
Mm-hmm. Let me get to the super chat real quick. We got Triple Lec in the building in the super chat. He said, "What's up, Blue? What do you think about the prime Sugar Shane Mosley at 135 at lightweight versus Pretty Boy Floyd Sugar Shane lightweight? What was a monster?" I still pick Floyd Mayweather. Shane
Floyd
Mosley.
Shane Mosley is not. He's not on. He just not it for Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd would have did him more dirtier than Floyd Money Mayweather did.
Mm-hmm. He just he had a lot of power. He was special at 135, Shane Mosley, but
He was.
he can't beat Floyd. What you think, Kurt?
Now, I'm gonna tell you the problem with Shane Mosley. Remember, being from California, being in the gym with Mexican fighters, they wanted Shane Mosley's father, Jack Mosley, wanted him to fight in a very aggressive manner. So they came up with the phrase power boxing. And the problem with Mosley was he could be outboxed. Miguel Cotto outboxed him. Floyd outboxed him, even though he hurt Floyd, and he was outboxed Winky Wright twice. So that's the drawback. But when you start meeting boxers, technical skill fighters, he lost. And plus, don't forget Vernon
Vernon.
Forrest. He was
I
getting
was about
away
to
with it as lightweight, beating guys like Philip Holiday and guys like that. But as soon as he fought boxers, that was the drawback of his style.
Mm-hmm. Salute to my brother Fat Cat Shadow Boxing in the super chat. He says, salute Norfolk Hit Squad, DMV, Nick, DB3, and Jalil. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, my man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So Man, Keyshawn Davis, man, he had something interesting that took place in his fight where the guy tried to put salt or something on his gloves heading into the fight, man. You know, that's one of our big things here. You know, Patrick Day, I knew that kid since he was 6, 7 years old, man, since he started boxing. And you know, I was actually supposed to go to that fight, but I told him I was gonna stay back. And that's an unfortunate situation, man. And from that point, it just gave me a spark, man. So, you know, when these types of things come up, and we saw the situation with O'Shaquie Foster, you know, Miguel Roman, they sent him a brand new pair of gloves that had no padding in them. You know, it's just things like that. So what do you, like Curry say, you got a support team. What is it like your team make sure these types of things don't take place, man? Because, you know, that if he didn't have a team in place to be able to catch that, man, that could have been bad, man. What you think about it? You there, Nick? Oh man, I think he froze out, Kurt.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
James, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute, Kurt and Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Ah, man, he froze out, Kurt.
Yeah, he did.
I think it's my internet, too. Ah, man. We was just getting good, too, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. Native Son, what's going on? Oh, man, Kurt. Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought he's come back, but he ain't coming back. He's gonna have to
go out and come back in.
Go and come back in.
Let me see if I can remove him and bring him back. Big Jag, what's going on with you, great brother? Oh, man. Come on, man. Yeah, Emmanuel Pettigrew, man. This is, come on, man. Idris Mateen, my brother in Super Chat, he said Canelo got the federales hacking the chat. Unreal. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, Jalen. So he had you know, oh man, Kurt, this is unfortunate, man. He's straight frozen out.
I know. Very unfortunate.
Man, Kurt was just rolling, man.
Getting a lot of information out of him, asking them good questions, and you know, like we do all the young fighters that's up and coming.
Unbelievable, Kurt. My brother June BK in the building. What's going on with you, great brother? Slim Jim 314, what's going on?
Idris Mateen, how old are you? Idris Mateen in the chat.
He said
Yeah, that was funny. Idris Mateen, how old are you?
Oh man. Oh man, I can't believe this, man.
I know. We was cooking, Blue.
That sucked, man. He said he 40 in April 29th, he'd be 40.
Oh, okay. You from Southside Chicago. I'm a big house music fan, man. Shout out to you. And I befriended you on Facebook. So we're friends, Idris Mateen, on Facebook.
He about to come back in, Kurt. Let me see. My brother June BK in the super chat. He said, peace and respect to my dude Blue. Salute to you, great brother. JC, what's going on? He said he's trying to get back in. Okay. Capital Con, what's going on?
It blew real quick before he come back on. I
Mhm.
was watching Terry Norris and Simon Brown. Remember when Simon Brown hit with that combination and Terry Norris, me and Stormy B Man, we called it the baby walk. Remember how he? Remember how? Remember that was. Man, that was
Oh,
um,
oh, Kurt, you just brought back a memory, man. I forgot about that, man.
go watch it again. Man, I was cracking up earlier today.
Oh man,
I
what you
watched
call
that
it, Kurt? The
fight.
baby walk?
Yeah, he was like, you ever see a baby trying to walk for the very first time? Terry Norris did that little. and what made it so funny, Chavez was in the back room laughing because they were trying to set up a fight. And Terry Norris was like pound for pound the best fighter in the world. And Simon Brown took it to him, man. And he did that little baby walk.
The baby walk. Oh, he back. There you go.
Hello.
Yeah, you can hear us now. Oh, he frozen again. You can hear us now?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can hear us? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Ah, man.
I think it's his internet.
Yeah. Yeah, because I could see him. He blinking.
I think where he's at is where he's at. He's in the car driving. I think it's him.
Man. Yeah, that was hilarious, Kurt. Oh man. He said he did the baby walk. I forgot about that, Kurt.
I urge everybody to go watch that fight again. It was a great fight too, entertaining. There's a storyline, but Chavez and his entourage was in the back room laughing in the locker room because Terry Norris did the walk, the baby walk. Oh, that was hilarious.
Yep. James, brother, back in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, I know the Charlos don't get their due. Most people say it's because of the skin color. He said, but could it be their demeanor? Some stuff they say turn fans completely off. Yeah, that's what I said, man. I say that, man. Joseph Gonzalez, what's going on? I say it all the time. It can be their, their personality, man. And it could be their personality.
Hello?
And that you can hear us now? No. It's their personality on top of the fact that they're a package deal. So if it was just JERMELL Charlo, I think he would be recognized more. But since the fact is JERMELL and Jamal, I think that it's just, it's a package deal. They get overlooked, man. Am I right, Kurt?
Yeah, that's true. It hurts them more than it helps.
Yeah.
Because they're joint at the hip now.
Right. So it's like if you put JERMELL at number 3, then you got to put Jamal in the top 5. You know what I mean? It's like, so instead of people wanting to put them both, like I was saying before, we've never had in any sport guys this successful in their twins at the height of their career that are champions and in any sport at this level. You know what I mean? Have we, Kurt?
Yep.
I mean, we got Serena and Venus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and even them, Venus came first.
Hello?
You know what I mean? You can hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Oh, he can't hear.
Hello?
Yeah, you can hear us? No, you can't. You can hear us? Yeah, he can't hear us. You can hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Nothing.
I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I know. I see, man. Let me see.
How you doing? Huh?
Hello? You can hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I can't hear y'all fellas. I
Oh,
don't know
man.
what's going on with my phone. I don't know if it's my phone or what.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, man, it's unfortunate.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can hear us?
I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you, man. No, we're gonna have to bring him back on Monday. I'm gonna bring him back on Monday, Kurt.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him to come back on Monday. Yeah. Now it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. But yeah, Kurt, let's get on out of here, Kurt.
Yes, indeed. It's unfortunate, but while it lasted, it was a great interview. We're up and coming Nick Sullivan, just starting out. You guys support him. Let's show him some support. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for your patience. Great show, Blue. We got fights tomorrow, ESPN, Navarrete and Diaz. We had a card today on the Zone. I didn't see the main event, but anyway, we got boxing. Everybody enjoy your weekend, family. Be safe and enjoy the fights tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday with some more great boxing talk. My name is Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar. Everybody have a blessed weekend.
Absolutely. Go support my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. He has a huge event coming up Monday, the 5th of July. That's the Monday following the 5th of July. It is the 4th of July is on a Sunday. This weekend it's on this year it's on the weekend. You know, so on the 5th of July, it's going to be a huge event. Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill is a historic mural being painted by world famous artist Michael Rosado and commissioned by the Frederick Douglass family. It will be placed in the oldest African American community in the United States in the Hill community of Easton, EASTON, Maryland, to be unveiled this summer, July 5th. Please support the effort by donating to the $50,000 goal. Go to Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook and follow there. Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook. You can follow and donate there. I'll say it again. It's Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook. And you could go there and subscribe there. Also, every Sunday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can go to It's with a Z, Yours with a Z Radio at live975.com. It's with a Z, Yours with a Z Radio, live975.com, and support. Go support my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. That's all we got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.